Hard AF Seltzer is now live in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Texas, Ohio, Montana, Idaho, Oregon, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Illinois. Go to hardafseltzer.com today, click on the store locator, and enter your city or zip to find the closest location nearest you.
Oh, I like that angle.
That's unfortunate. Time to take the leg.
Welcome to Drinkin, Bro. Yeah, welcome to Drinkin' Bros. Fake news, everybody, bringing you the realest, fakest news of the week. Did you watch the space launch last night?
Yep.
It's pretty dope, right? Mm-hmm. Everything worked out.
Well,
except for a toilet, but we can talk about that later. But yeah, I was talking about this earlier in Ron's Patterson Revolution. This was the first time that like neighbors and stuff like stopped in the street and strangers who were just like, "Hey, did you see the launch? Wasn't it amazing?" And you felt like an American. You're like, "Yeah, dude, we really are the greatest country. Nobody's doing this shit."
yeah, I mean, there's an old classic joke. There's two types of countries, those that use the metric system and those that have been to the moon. And you can guess which is which.
Yeah.
Everybody else, I mean, this is just the way it is. It's not like a, we're not trying to be dicks. I mean, honestly, we're just better.
Yes.
That's it. And I don't know if you caught this on Twitter for the last week. There's been like a cultural exchange going on between us and Japan.
Yeah.
Kind of led by Elon. Elon teed it off because, look, this is reality. There's only two acceptable cultures on this earth, and it's the United States of America and Japan. Japan's got some way to go.
Yep.
Like, they've got to solve for a few things culturally to include fucking. They got to get their young men to stop banging robots or whatever and start making babies and shit
That's a
again.
weird one.
Yeah. But other than that, just like the history of their culture and shit, it all rose out of not like England and France style feudalism, where it was not and look, they're both caste based because feudalism always is, but not like a bourgeoisie, fucking painted faces and powdered wigs.
Right.
Feudalism. It was an honor based feudalism. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So much so that people would people think about samurai and shit like that. You have to be accepted to do this. You know what I mean? And then it's your whole life.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's a hell of a commitment. You don't see stuff like that. Like it's fictionalized in English culture with like the Knights of the Round Table and shit. That's not real.
Yeah.
In Japan, it was fucking real. You know what I mean? So the closer we get to them, the better, in my opinion.
And the food. Man. Japanese food is phenomenal.
People think of sushi, but what they don't think of is
Benihanas.
Kobe and fucking Wagyu.
Yeah.
Which is where both of those come from Japan. And if you're a meat lover, a beef lover like I am, you got to look at going to Tokyo at some point because they've got some of the best steakhouses.
I've never been. I heard.
Yeah,
I heard the food's amazing.
Go in the
culture,
springtime.
Everything.
Go in the springtime when the cherry blossoms are blooming. It's really pretty.
We've got some friends who moved here from Japan, and all they talk about is just moving back to Japan.
I would
love it there.
I would definitely consider it.
They were, I think, in the Tokyo area, or just outside of it. And they
I
were
would
like,
definitely
it was
consider
amazing.
it. Candace is half Jap, so we could live there if we wanted.
Yeah, your Neezer?
Yeah.
Citizenship or no?
Oh yeah.
No shit.
For her,
That's dope.
yeah, but I mean, I don't know how it works with me or anything, but with her for sure, she could get immediate citizenship there.
Okay.
Not that would even be necessary. You don't have to.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think if you're if you're ancestrally Japanese, you don't even have to apply for citizenship. You can just buy property there.
Got it.
It's different.
And then you can go pee in your Coke.
Yeah, but what they allow for shit like that because what they don't allow for is Muslims to do stupid shit.
No shit.
Yeah,
like so they don't
kick
have
them
any
out.
of that over there?
I mean, there are Muslims there from time to time, but if they try to pull any bullshit like, "Hey, this is the way we do stuff," they're like, "Nah, man,
you're getting the
you gotta get the fuck out." I mean, the prime minister, straight up. No, it wasn't the prime minister. Although the prime minister is a drummer in a metal band, which is interesting.
Really?
Phil Labonte is a huge fan of hers, as you might imagine.
Is she any good?
Yeah, she's pretty good. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's like one of the. I don't know if which house or which chamber of their parliament it was necessarily, but one of the females in parliament were like, "Hey, we're not." Like the Muslims were asking for burials in the ground. They're like, "Nah, we cremate here." And they're like, "Yeah, but this is our culture." And she goes, "Okay, cool. You can do that where the fuck you came from.
Yeah.
Get out."
Yep. I love that.
We're not doing it. So that's how it works.
I wish we were like that over here more. I really do. These videos that keep popping up, especially like from this No King shit that happened over the weekend. I was checked out of it because I was coaching and all that shit. So like, luckily, I wasn't watching the news on Saturday when this was happening. I'm like, I caught the videos the next day, and I'm like, God damn it, man, what the fuck is wrong with people? How is that your life on a weekend?
I mean,
Unless you don't have a family or anything else going on, you're like, man, I cannot wait for the No Kings protest.
yeah. Well, I mean,
just can't wait.
Think
for
about
this.
the people that we've seen there that have been killed.
Yeah.
Because that one chick had kids. 4 of them, I think, right?
Yeah,
Or
something.
some shit like that. I don't remember.
One that she was claiming. It was a weird situation.
Yeah. The one that she couldn't see or something because she was the one
Putting cigarettes out on the kid's arms.
The fucking girlfriend was abusive and she wouldn't break up with her or some such nonsense. But anyways, it's people with and without families. But what it's Mongoloids.
Yeah.
They're not real people.
But I feel like in Japan, they would just look at you and say, you're gone.
I don't know if
you're fucking out of here.
There's levels to it in that area. Like Singapore is the strictest. You can't do shit there. Like when you step off the plane in Singapore, there are signs that say, if you bring drugs here, you'll be executed. Like weed.
Yeah.
If you get caught with a vape pen, like homegirl Brittany Griner did in Russia, they will kill you for it. They don't. There's no like fucking around.
Give me my rights, my judge, my...
Yeah.
Nope, your fucking hand is chopped off.
Yeah.
And now
Now-
we're going to stuff it up your pussy.
Now, I mean, that's for that part of the world, it works for them. We wouldn't accept that, obviously. And they've got weird gun laws there, too. You can only really own shotguns there
Why a shotgun?
for hunting.
Okay. What do you hunt over there? I've never heard anybody going hunting in Asia.
That's a good question. I'm not sure. I've never...
We have
I
a
don't-
lot of fucking friends that are hunters and like avid, like all over the world. I've never heard, like Baker goes to Africa all the time.
Yeah,
And,
but my buddies that hunt in that part of the world go to like Afghanistan and Tajikistan and shit like that. Tajikistan, excuse me, and Kazakhstan. The stands right there. There's a big circle right there where there's all sorts of fucking cool game that you can hunt.
Okay.
And some pretty rare stuff too up in the mountains, but I don't think in Japan, I'm not even sure what people hunt there.
I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so. Who is that back there, Coop? Did Coop just pull a weapon on somebody? All right, I'm making sure there. I'm making sure. Oh, you can just walk right up on set and grab Hardy F. Seltzer. Yeah, you're good to go, dude. Oh, we don't give a fuck, dude. You know us. You don't give a shit. Yeah, well, welcome to the show. Help yourself, dude. Grab some for your buddy, too. We don't care. We don't care around here. If you can come up for Drinkin' Bro of the Week at the end, too, we'll have you all up. We don't give a shit. All right? Let's rage. All right, D'Anthony, today's your dream. You got it. It happens. You called this from day one, and Pam Bondi is gone. She's fired. She is out of there. Lot of fucking stories circulating about this right now, but we'll start with what is happening in the immediacy, and then we'll get to the aftermath, and I'll ask you about that. President Trump told Attorney General Pam Bondi on Wednesday that she would be out as head of Department of Justice. Bondi was at the White House to attend Trump's address to the nation on the Iran war, and earlier had accompanied the president to the Supreme Court to watch oral arguments in a major birthright citizenship case which we chatted about yesterday. The White House did not directly address the report, but pointed to the New York Post quote from the president, praising Bondi. Attorney General Pam Bondi is a wonderful person. She's doing a good job. A formal announcement has yet to be made, although I'm told it is now.
Yeah.
So is this official right now? There was rumors going around for like the last couple hours.
Yeah,
here.
she's been fired, and Todd Blanche, who was her assistant, has been promoted to interim AG.
Okay. What do we know about Todd Blanche?
Todd Blanche has been one of Trump's personal attorneys for a very long time.
Okay.
Through all the fucking lawsuits over, like, in between his presidencies and stuff like that. He is a Trump loyalist, and that's why he's in that position. And he's also a very good litigator, and it points to why he's a serious person. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, Pam Bondi's not a serious person. Kristi Noem was not a serious person.
Right.
Fucking trying on outfits and shit. It's like, what are you, a Village Person member? You retard. And we'll get to Kristi Noem's husband later, but or I guess maybe, I don't know if Bondi's married. Is she married? Did we find out her husband has big fake titties too?
I don't know, man. I mean, I think you have to in that position.
I'd at least like to take a look at the man's tits.
She is dating someone.
That's worse. But yeah, she's always been incompetent. I don't like, they're trying to say that she's done this well or that well or whatever. It's like, come on, man. What are we talking about here? What she did all this weird shit in Florida, anti-conservative shit, red flag law. She banned Greyhound racing for some reason. Like, why? Who fucking cares? Why is the government? Why is the government involved in that?
Dogs were getting all jacked up on meth.
No.
Chasing that bunny around the track.
No, she's an absolute fucking loser, and it's. I mean, I call.
You've hated her since day one.
I've hated her since 2017, when she started the pathway of trying to get fucking red flag laws passed in Florida. It's been a long time. 10 years of her bullshit. She never should have been hired. She's not a real fucking attorney. She's a jackass. Right? That's it. Trump has a thing for pretty blondes, although I don't think she's particularly pretty. But he's got a thing for pretty blondes in positions for some reason.
Camera ready.
Yeah.
I'm dead serious. He wants these people to be camera ready.
Yeah, but this is not The Apprentice.
No
one gives a fuck what the Attorney General looks like. Exhibit A, B, C, D, all the way through Z is Janet fucking Reno. No one cares. She was whether you like what she did or not, she was highly effective in that position. I didn't like any of the stuff she did. I thought she was fucking terrible at the job.
Talking about Janet Reno?
Janet Reno was very effective getting done what Bill Clinton wanted her to get done.
And by the way, because it's balls and strikes here, so was fucking Jen Psaki. I didn't like her, obviously.
Jen Psaki is the White House court, what do you call it?
Press secretary.
Press secretary. That's not the same thing.
It's not the same thing, but if you're going to stick a woman out there in that position, make sure that they're talented. That's it. Like, Pam Bondi wasn't talented from the start.
No.
And all this other shit. Like, now let's get into the rumors, if we can here. You probably know a little more than I do behind the scenes here. What I had heard was that she was fired in part because Trump believed she had potentially tipped off Eric Swalwell about the story we did on Fake News on Monday.
The Daily Mail reported that. There's no evidence.
Okay. None whatsoever?
No.
What about...
That's in true Daily Mail fashion, by the way. You got to remember, Daily Mail's owned by an organization or by a family who's best friends with Candace Owens' dipshit husband and his family.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They're all fucking retards. It's like if somebody went to the Murdoch family and just hit them in the back of the head with a baseball bat and put them back out on the street. That's who they are. They're fucking morons.
Okay, so we can check that rumor off the list. I'm going to go to rumor number 2 then. Okay?
I can tell you this. If that were the case, Trump wouldn't be out in public saying nice shit about her right now. Absolutely not. Or setting her up with a private sector job, which is also what's happening.
Okay.
Like, there's no fucking way that that's true. They just made that shit up.
Well, here's rumor number 2. That Trump was pissed when he left that hearing yesterday that we talked about with the fucking lawyer who was... I'm going to have to check and see if Native Americans are actual U.S. citizens. That fucking guy, that he was unhappy with that choice, his performance, and all that other shit in front of the Supreme Court.
By the way, is
that true?
Yes, that is true. Yes. And it was the final straw. The Epstein stuff really pissed him off, too. The way she
I'm sure.
The way she bungled it like every single part of it was bungled. The way that nobody who came after Trump and his family was brought to justice, the way the people that cheated in all these elections were never brought to justice, and then the ways a lot of these cases were prosecuted in front of the Supreme Court, like just completely hapless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that was the final straw. To that, I just wanted to add one piece of information to this dude's response about Native Americans, because I think it's a relevant point, and it shows you that the left's argument here and what the Supreme Court seems to be leaning towards is fucking stupid. A couple of things. First, there's something called the Indian Citizenship Act of 1924.
Great year.
So that's, 60 years after the fucking 14th Amendment? 60 years. 2 generations after, right? Where citizenship was conferred upon all Native Americans born in the U.S. So if your position is that just being born here, regardless of where or what your status was or anything like that, immediately confers citizenship to you based on the 14th Amendment, that is all the proof you need that that's simply not true. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Then, by the way, the word jurisdiction and the way that it's used there, this is important, right? People who are constitutional originalists like to sometimes be pedantic and say, well, this is exactly what it says. Okay, that is what it says. But what did that word mean when they said it? That's important. We know that the author of the 14th Amendment said it didn't apply to foreigners. Mm-hmm. We know that for a fact. He wrote that article 2 weeks after the goddamn thing passed. But the word jurisdiction meant something very specific in legal terms in the 1860s. It meant that you resided in the United States, that you were subject to its laws, and you were not beholden or subject to anyone else's laws, meaning you were not a citizen of any other country. Got it?
Yep.
That's what it means. So if you are a citizen of Mexico and you come here, a Guatemalan or wherever the fuck else you came from, China, and you're still subject to their laws and you come here, then you do not qualify under the 14th Amendment. These are all very important things to understand. And for some reason, she put the one guy in all of constitutional law that doesn't fucking understand that up there.
And he couldn't articulate it.
She's fucking fired.
Yeah.
And she never should have been there in the first place. But this is like gross incompetence, frankly.
So yesterday, I had said this as this was going on, that Trump had left at a certain point, either out of frustration or he was super fucking busy being Donald Trump. Now, if this is true, which, what you're saying here, then clearly he was pissed off about it, left in the middle of this goddamn thing, and then had probably a meeting immediately, and it was just like, get her the fuck out of here, we're all done.
Yeah, now there's that Daily Mail story says that she begged for her job.
I heard that as well.
That part is probably true, to be honest.
But
the part where she tipped off Swalwell, there's no fucking way that happened. I don't like this woman, but there's no way that happened.
The Daily Mail reported that they had a personal friendship before all this other started. I don't know why or how or how that evolved.
Why would they? He was a junior congressman from California, and she was the Attorney General of Florida. Why?
I don't know.
No,
I don't know how their lives.
It's possible. It's possible that they were friends or some shit like that
in Washington.
But there's no way she tips him off about that and gets the response she's gotten from Caroline Leavitt and Donald Trump in public. Not one fucking prayer.
Now, in regards to Todd Blanche, I was shocked with his pick, and I'll tell you why.
Well, he's interim.
But it's just interim. Okay, great. Because there's a guy that's there who would be perfect for this job. You and I know him.
There's a couple of people.
Andrew. Yeah, Andrew would be perfect for this fucking job.
Bailey's doing something a little bit more important right now. I think he'll be the Attorney General, the first Attorney General in the next Republican administration. That's my opinion.
If we can get there, but now,
we'll get there eventually. But he'll be the guy in the next full Republican presidential term.
Andrew Bailey should have had this job day one. I said that on the show, and I said I love this guy. You'd be great.
I don't want to say too much here, but he's working on something that's more important than doing fucking hearings in front of the Senate right now.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I'll say about that. Lee Zeldin is almost certainly going to be the next guy. Now, there's a couple things to keep in mind here, and this is true for all acting agency heads or department heads. Theoretically, the acting has the same statutory powers, functions, and authorities as a Senate confirmed person. There's no action that they can't take. However, when it comes to anything that's permanent or exists beyond their interim term, a lot of legal challenges can happen in that regard. We've seen it in the past. 28 U.S.C. 508, which is the Federal Vacancies Reform Act, limit the time that you can spend in that position. If there's a change of duty between presidents, like if it's during an election or something like that, it's different. But you can only serve for 201 days. And there's 270 days left in this year. And the reason those two numbers are relevant is because Ron DeSantis' term in Florida is over in January.
Okay.
And frankly, I expect him to be an attorney general in this country.
It'd be a great choice.
Yeah.
And everybody would be amped about that.
I think he's going to be an attorney general, and I think he and Rubio are going to run as a ticket in 28. That's my opinion, unless something happens.
Which Republicans would be amped about.
Maybe.
Myself included.
Some would. Some still like Vance. I mean,
look, I like Vance.
Yeah, Vance has a lot of room.
But I like all three of them. It's a deep bench, and we're lucky.
Yeah, Vance has a lot of room for growth between now and then, and he's grown.
And
he's
a young guy.
Yeah, he was when he was in his mid-30s, just getting into the Senate. He said a lot of dumb shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But I don't think he's a bad dude.
No,
I think he has some stupid friends. Like I don't know why he keeps talking to Tucker Carlson.
I like JD Vance personally.
Although he never calls the individuals out in public, but he does say the things they say are fucking stupid, right? So I mean, fair enough. I just think probably do a better job of policing stuff if you're going to end up being the leader of the party someday. But again, he's 40, right?
Right.
He's very young.
He's a young guy.
So he's got a lot of room for growth. I don't have an issue with him in particular. I think some of the stuff he does is dumb, but the strongest ticket is Rubio DeSantis. Like all the stuff that you could say about right wingers that would fall on JD Vance completely skip, and right over the head of anybody that's talking about Rubio.
Yep.
It's just not. I mean, you can't make that land. There's no way.
And let's say that is going to be your ticket. Let's just go hypotheticals here. Everybody loves DeSantis. Everybody loved what he did in Florida. If he gets, let's say the Dems win the fucking House in November, like we think they're going to. Slotting him in there at AG at least gives him that experience. The two of them can work together and then run together and then all that other fun stuff.
Sounds weird. We got to keep in mind, a sitting vice president has only won the presidency 4 times in all of American history. 4 times. The first guy and the second guy, right?
Yeah.
And then George H.W. Bush, and who was the other one? Is it? Ooh, fuck! I can't remember who it was.
Shit. Was that under Nixon?
No, because
Nixon
Ford
was
was.
VP.
So there's some interesting, kind of exceptions. Like Truman won an election after taking over for FDR,
Right.
but he didn't run as a vice
No,
president.
and then Nixon got tossed.
Oh, it was Martin.
So
It was Martin Van Buren in 1836.
Oh,
so it's only
fuck
happened
him.
once since 1836. I think J.D. Vance goes and does something like runs the RNC for that period of time.
Okay.
Something like that, and continues to establish his bona fides as a conservative and as a leader of the Republican Party into the future. You got to remember, he's 10 years younger than all these other guys.
Yeah.
And that, I mean,
But you also have to want to do the job.
yeah, you want the right guy for the job, but you also want the guy that's ready for it too, right?
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? We're not doing this taking turns or it's his turn bullshit. It's just like
That was what Obama did.
that's what Hillary Clinton did too.
Yeah,
So
well,
that
remember?
shit-
But he said, hey, you're going to have to step down, Joe.
yeah, that shit's nonsense.
You got to step down with Hillary.
By the way, there's only been 15 vice presidents who've ever become president, and 8 of those were because of deaths.
Weird, man.
So 7, 3. That means 3.
7.
That means 3 ran after the fact. Nixon would be 1 because he didn't win as a
Right.
sitting VP, but he won later.
It'd be Nixon, Biden.
Yeah, Biden.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
and,
But Biden was...
Yeah, it wasn't right after.
yeah.
And I guess someone else. But either way, and there's been, by the way, quite a few more vice presidents than presidents in the United States history.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're talking a pool of probably like 70.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, we'll see how it all works out. Obviously, reading tea leaves in the moment is geospatial intelligence, so it's like all of this makes sense right now, but fucking 3 months from now, shit could go a completely different direction. So who
totally,
knows?
totally.
What we do know for sure is that Pam Bondi fucking sucks.
She sucks.
And it's a good thing
and
she's gone.
She's gone.
It seems like Lee Zeldin, who is the current head of the EPA,
Yep.
is going to take that job at least for the next year or so. And I think he probably takes it for a year, and then DeSantis comes in for the last 2, something like that. Excuse me. Yeah, I think Zeldin is a fucking pipeheader. He's a real lawyer, and not that Bondi's not a bar certified lawyer or anything, but Lee Zeldin is a goddamn maniac. And he was able to be a successful conservative lawyer in New York State and served in the Senate for a while before becoming a congressman up there. He is a fucking legit dude. And, you know, I mean, here's my only real concern with Zeldin is that I don't really know much about him when it comes to guns. You know what I mean?
I don't ever hear him talk
like
about Bob. I
he's
just sent you a clip of Lee Zeldin here that is going viral right now because he's trending number 3.
He's a New York Republican, and they don't really have a good gun record for the most part. But I don't know that to be true about him. I'm just saying, typically speaking, that is true.
Sure. New York's got the weirdest gun laws of all time, too, by the way. Play this clip. This is going viral right now because Lee Zeldin's trending number 3, and they're all saying he's the dude that's going to get this job. And as you mentioned, he is the EPA director currently right now. Press play.
I do want to start with the fundamental question that's at the heart of all this. I mean, do you accept the overwhelming scientific consensus that these greenhouse gas emissions are
That's not true.
the biggest drivers of man-made climate change?
Well, it's great to be on with you. First, it's worth pointing out that all 8 or so images that you just posted on the screen have nothing to do with this week's announcement. What was the 2009 endangerment finding had to do with was with regards to mobile sources vehicles. This week's proposal to rescind the 2009 endangerment finding was with regards to mobile sources vehicles. CNN's been using a lot of photos where they show smokestacks of stationary sources like power plants. That's not what we proposed. Now, going back to 2009, the science that they were reviewing included both optimistic to pessimistic scenarios. To reach the 2009 endangerment finding, they relied on the most pessimistic views of the science. The great news is that a lot of the pessimistic views of the science in 2009 that was being assumed ended up not panning out. Hey, that's great. We can rely on 2025 facts as opposed to 2009 bad assumptions. The other thing, too, is that at EPA, we don't just get to creatively make the law whatever we want it to be. The Supreme Court ruled in Loper-Bright, overturning the Chevron doctrine, West Virginia versus EPA, Michigan versus EPA.
Jesus Christ.
That agencies like
he comes with
EPA
receipts, this
can't just,
motherfucker.
He's one of the
use
sharpest
vague
people in
language
Congress.
in
Was one of the
statute
sharpest
and
people
try
in
to
Congress.
make it
That's why
be
he's in
whatever
that
we
job
want
now.
it to be.
Trump
Major policy
put him in the
doctrine
EPA to
also
unroll all
says
this
that when
Green New
you're
Deal
going
bullshit.
to
Gotcha.
reach something like an endangerment
This
finding,
is why
and
this
have
is going
trillions
viral.
of
I
dollars
understand
of
this. Okay.
regulation,
Yes, you're right. A lot of
that's
people don't
something
know
that
too
should be
much about him.
decided
And
by our
The whole purpose of him being in that position was to get rid of all the fucking regulatory nonsense that's costing Americans money when it comes to all the fucking stupid like climate bullshit that just is none of it's real. Now I'm looking it up now. He's been pretty consistent on gun stuff. He's been like red flag laws. No, you can't target law-abiding gun owners. He's tried to get New York's may issue concealed carry permit changed to shall issue, which is the best standard. Actually, constitutional carry is the best. Called the SAFE Act in New York, which is basically a fucking red flag law, unconstitutional, and says need to be repealed, blah, blah, blah. After the Supreme Court struck down New York's restrictive concealed carry laws in June of 22, he said that it marks a historic, proper, and necessary victory for law-abiding citizens in New York, et cetera, et cetera. So, at least in word and vote, he's pretty good on guns.
Okay.
This is better than most people I've seen when it comes to New York Republicans are 50-50 on guns. He opposes so-called assault weapons bans, opposes gun-free zones, supports stand your ground, so on and so forth. So, that's about as good as you can get.
Now, another source said last night that there was a meeting in the Oval Office with Bondi and Trump, and he fired her right before he went on air last night for the address.
That's the story. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The fact that he's able to do that and be like, hang on, I got to go give this speech to the nation, have fun, is hilarious to me. He just doesn't care. Great. It's business as usual here, and that's just another business move.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, she's gone. We're never fans of her and don't really care.
No, there's another big firing coming soon.
Which one? Because Kalshi and Polymarkets have Tulsi Gabbard at 68%.
I don't know.
Okay. Do you have a guess at who that would be?
I don't.
All right. Fair enough. That'll bring us to our first sponsor here of the day, MyBookie.com. Promo code Drinkin Bros doubles that first deposit all the way up to $1,000. Get off the couch and get into the action today with MyBookie.com. I'll be in the couch Saturday nights. I'll be dug in deep, dude, watching the Final Four. First game's on at what, 5 here, Bob?
Think so.
God bless it. Looking forward to it here. Bangers, dude. We got Illinois. We got UConn. We got Michigan. We got Arizona. Any one of these 4 teams could actually win the national championship. We'll start with you, Bob. Who do you got winning it all?
I think Michigan.
Okay. D'Anthony.
Yep.
I'm going to go Illinois. I'm going to go Illinois in this one.
I mean, we win either way.
Yes. Hardy F. Seltzer is a sponsor for both of those schools. So if it was Illinois versus Michigan in the championship, that would be a dream come true. And I want to shout out Charles Zeller right now, our listener, who sent me some orange cans from Illinois. They arrived at the house yesterday, so we'll be having those on the show tomorrow. But the spreads are tight, Bob. What are they? 1.5?
Illinois is a 2-point favorite. Michigan's 1.5-point favorite.
God damn, you can't get any closer than that, can you? But then how do you bet against Bobby Hurley? What are the overall odds to win the national championship? It's right below it.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Arizona's the favorite, tied with Michigan at plus 170.
Okay.
And then Illinois plus 390, UConn plus 650.
Wow. I'll sprinkle Illinois and UConn. I'll do that as well. And then you can check these bet slips in Drinkin Bros Sports on Facebook. Always post those the day of the game. Private group, just don't be an asshole, and it's on Facebook, and you can see those bets. Also, people are getting ready to gamble on the Masters. Tiger Woods will not be in the Masters.
Phil Mickelson said today he's not playing either.
Really?
Yeah, there's some kind of illness in his family that's not him. That's kind of the. I mean, it was a cagey response, but that seems to be what it was. So.
Okay. Shit.
It's too bad for him, but you know.
He finished second a couple years ago.
Yeah, hopefully his family's okay, and who cares about golf?
Yeah, exactly.
He's rich as shit, anyways.
Yeah, well, a lot of that money went to pay off some gambling, but yeah.
He makes as much as he fucking loses gambling.
I'm sure.
He's actually a pretty good gambler. It's funny how every time people are like, "Oh, fucking, there's a gambling debt." It's like, no, it's called having a marker at a fucking casino.
It is.
If you're that rich, they said this shit about Jordan all those years. Jordan's a fucking billionaire. He doesn't have gambling debts. There's a pool of money at the place he goes to gamble at, and he goes there, and sometimes it's up and sometimes it's down, and they report on it when it's down because they think that's news. He's got $2 billion. Yep. It's not news that he has a $2 million gambling debt. Right. Just saying. Right. It's fucking nonsense. But to be honest, all of these teams are pretty exciting.
I know.
So I don't give a fuck who wins at this point. I mean, I want to win money. I'm betting Michigan because I think that's the most likely case. But it would be also cool to see UConn win its 6th title, and nobody else has 3 this century.
7.
I know.
Well, one of them was at 99.
99.
Oh, this century. Yeah.
So nobody else has. Well, the closest second is 3, right? Florida.
I think North Carolina too.
North Carolina might have 3 as well, but like they're going to double up everybody in this century.
Insane.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That would be sweet.
And he's my favorite coach by far, Dan Hurley.
I might just bet everybody.
I know, man. I can't wait.
I mean, if you just take like if you take all 4 teams to win, then who fucking cares?
I think just leave Arizona off. I think Michigan definitely wins. Arizona, I'll tell you why. Michigan has the best rim defense in the country, and Arizona, not that they're bad at shooting threes, but they really don't shoot threes.
Well, maybe they'll turn it up a little bit.
They're going to have to.
Like changing your game like that late in the game is
they're just not going to have access to the rim. And so if you just bet the futures on Michigan, Illinois, and Connecticut, accordingly, just do the math on it, you should come out ahead.
You sure should, dude. Go to mybookie.com. Use that promo code DrinkinBros to double that first deposit up to $1,000. A lot of you guys are asking if we're doing a live watch that night. I have a call with MyBookie after this in regards to that.
You know, Arizona and
it's
Michigan
Monday
are
nights.
tied for the shortest odds at plus 170.
They sure are.
All right.
Yeah, I know, dude. I know. It's going to be a blast. Can't wait. Next up, Trump on Iran. President Donald Trump addressed the nation last night, saying the United States' core strategic objectives in Iran are nearing completion, just a month after Operation Epic Fury began, and warned that the U.S. will hit Tehran extremely hard over the next couple weeks. Tonight, I am pleased to say that these core strategic objectives are nearing completion, the president said, touting the United States military and their extraordinary efforts. Here are 5 takeaways from last night. First, President Trump told Americans Wednesday that after 32 days of Operation Epic Fury in Iran, it is essentially really no longer a threat. I agree with that. You?
I mean, it depends. Again, threat. That's why I wanted to list out all these points he made. So the first one is that. And it depends on what he means by threat. Are they a threat to do something to us the way that they had the capability before? No. But if we start tightening the kill chain and moving people into that region, then sure. Yeah, they're a threat to our people there. So that's something to keep in mind.
Yeah.
We still don't have a clear assessment of the BDA, the battle damage assessment, from this last series. And there's 2 more weeks of that coming. You're going to see big explosions over the next 10 days, big ones.
Well, we saw huge ones yesterday that we played on the show.
Yesterday and the day before.
Yeah.
But like, there's going to be more of those coming as we continue to degrade. So we'll see. And allegedly, the guy that we've been negotiating with, or one of them at least, got hit by Israel yesterday, maimed, wife dead. That's the reporting. So I don't know what that's all about. People, obviously, the Candace Owens wing of Retardistan thinks that that's proof that Israel's trying to undermine our negotiations. More likely, it's Trump was getting tired of that guy and found somebody else and was like, well, we're going to wipe this dude off the board, and Israel's going to do it. That's way more likely. Otherwise, Trump. Do you remember what Trump said when fucking Israel and Gaza kept bombing each other after that ceasefire? They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
Publicly, out loud, right? He would say the same thing if fucking Israel was undercutting us now.
And he also said, I believe, that he'd be happy to take over and put a bunch of Trump hotels down there.
Yeah. And Trump, I mean, look, not to say Trump doesn't like Israel, or not to say Israel wouldn't do dumb shit. They certainly would.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely.
I don't really trust any country.
No, there's some misrepresentations and some outright lies about it. Obviously, like this idea that Bibi Netanyahu funded Hamas is just an absolute lie.
It's crazy.
It's Qatari money that we allowed to go in, that we and Israel allowed to go into that area. And to be fair, I do think there's some truth to the fact that he wanted the Hamas government to succeed in Gaza so that they wouldn't join forces with the Palestinian Authority in West Bank and ask for a state. I do think that's true. But it's not the same thing as funding terrorism, which is the leap that people make. It's fucking stupid. So, we'll see how it all works out. Obviously, Israel's got its own objectives, and we have ours. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, don't put anything past them, because they're a small country and they think they're fighting for their survival. Maybe they're right. So they might end up doing some dumb shit. I just don't think that was one of them.
Yeah. Second here, because he was talking about we're systematically dismantling the regime's ability to threaten America or project power outside of their borders. I agree with that. Presidents, upon the announcement of Operation Epic Fury, detailed the United States objectives. And the second one here says, since Operation Epic Fury began, he acknowledged gas prices in the United States have increased, and said he expresses confidence that these increases are short-term. Now, I believe that as well, as long as we get out of there. Bomb and get the fuck out of there in the next couple weeks.
I mean, we'll see. It all depends. There's a lot of talk in Europe about they don't think in the EU, they don't think gas prices are going to come down quickly after this Iran thing ends.
In Europe or here?
I don't. Well, they're linked to some degree, as described before, the global oil market kind of, it uses any excuse to ratchet the price up. Let's be clear about that. But yeah, there's we'll see. We'll see about the gas thing. I mean, right now it's the highest level it's been since 2022, and that nobody likes that.
So when you say we'll see, you don't think it's going to come down?
I don't know.
I mean, it has to. Or people are going to be pissed, and they're going to vote on that in November.
They will. That's right.
And so something's got to be did about it, because you're looking at these articles that keep popping up every day. Today was another one, Sam's Club. Sam's Club is increasing 20% on their memberships. Why? Like, why are all these companies increasing all their shit?
Amazon's adding a 3.5% surcharge because of energy prices, basically.
Is that what they're saying?
Yeah.
For Amazon as well?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's why there's an increase at Sam's Club too?
Oh, that I don't know.
Okay. But with all this shit, we're getting hit with it too, with Hard AF Seltzer, because gas is up, our freight is up. We've got to ship from brewery to all over the nation, including to Oregon, for Christ's sakes. And yeah, he's got to figure this the fuck out, for real. That is a must. Acknowledging it is fine, but now something's got to happen here. Me personally, I just look at the way people vote, and usually it's financially. I think the last election was about immigration and financial shit, but hey, dude, you got one in November, and you got a limited amount of time to figure this out. No lie, I'm saying fucking Memorial Day. Because everybody's going to be traveling at that point, and we're all getting hit with these prices right now, and it ain't great, including in Texas. Texas is high. Shit, it was 80-something bucks to fill up my truck. Where it was 50 a month and a half ago. So, yeah, we got to figure this out. The average price per gallon has crossed $4 as of Tuesday, and that's the first since 2022. Third, last night, the president began his address by thanking the U.S. troops and the massive job they did in taking the country of Venezuela in a matter of minutes. That was a quick hit, lethal, violent, and respected by everybody all over the world. He said about January's operation, we're working with Venezuela, are in a true sense joint venture partners. We're getting along incredibly well in the production and sale of mass amounts of oil and gas, the second largest reserves on Earth after the United States of America. That's great, but how fast can we get that shit here? And you've talked about some of it being sludge oil in the past.
Well, no, most of it
we might have to refine it.
Yeah, most of it from Venezuela is,
okay.
And we've got refineries for it because that's the same kind of oil that comes out of Alberta to some degree, right? Like you've heard of tar sands
Sure.
and stuff like that before. It requires a little bit more purification and processing than a normal petrol that gets pulled out of the ground. So, yeah, we are uniquely situated to be partners long term with Venezuela. Venezuela has like the 5th largest oil reserves on Earth. So all of this is only a matter of time, right? Like
it is.
Gas prices will absolutely come way down. I mean, I'm talking about to the mid ones probably.
Okay.
Over the next year, but that's a long time.
There's
an election between now and then.
Yes, and that's the biggest issue here is this fucking election. The reason why my date of Memorial Day is circled on my calendar. Let's just go with the booze calendar too, with what we do for a living. Also here with Hard AF, people start partying over Memorial Day, and then you got 4th of July, and then the kids are out for the summer. People are planning vacations, flights, trips, all that other shit. And not only do you have pain at the pump, but you've also got flights that, let's face it, the prices are skyrocketing for a goddamn flight. And then when you show up to the airport, you got these fucking nightmare lines and all this other shit. Like, all of this has got to be worked out.
Yeah. I mean, everything costs more when energy is high.
Yes.
That's it. To include, by the way, your standard energy costs, LNG and electricity and stuff like that, that's all of it's downstream from oil and gas. So, yeah, you've got to make a move there pretty quickly. Nobody cares about promises or trust and plans anymore. They want to see action.
Results.
Which is, it's not exactly fair to expect a problem that was created over the course of years to be solved in 6 months, but
It's not.
you're the one that took the job, so that's the way it is.
Yeah, and that's the culture we live in too, where, look, man, it's 48, 72 hours, quick. We want shit done quickly, and this is one of them, man. Because these prices keep going up for all this other weird shit, and they're going to pin it on this, obviously.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. I mean, but it is. There's no pinning it on this. This is the primary cause.
Yeah.
Disrupting oil in the region. But look, you got to think about, I mentioned this the other day, there's a $5 to $15 per barrel surcharge for terrorism because of Iran.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That was already a thing before. So, I mean, wiping that off the board, obviously the net result will be quite a bit better. But you still got to get there.
Still got to get there, and you also wonder how many companies are taking advantage of this. Bob, you mentioned Amazon earlier. Do you know Amazon owns their own fleet of fucking trucks that don't require any goddamn gas at all?
That's sweet.
Yeah, the trucks don't. I see the electric ones pulled to my house all the time.
It's
But I mean,
Byron, you're shaking your head. Is it Rivian? I believe they own Rivian, right?
I don't know what brand, but yeah, they do have a large fleet for their actual logistics fleet.
that
that's
don't
being
use
used.
gas at all.
I think that's mostly just the domestic drop off. That's not the
that's
freight
last
shipping
mile.
and the
Yeah.
the airplanes and stuff like that.
Yeah. That's true. But still, man, you could probably figure that the fuck out. Elon Musk, on the other hand, dude, by the way, just dropped prices of Cybertrucks and all the other shit. Did you see that?
Yeah,
They're going for like $69,000 now.
I really wish they would make an SUV.
Well, that's the closest you can get is that Cybertruck. I love it. We had it for a couple weeks.
But it's not an
I
SUV.
fucking love
It's not an SUV. It's dumb. I mean, like if you like that, then that's fine. But I want an actual SUV with a bunch of room in it
That's a tough
that sits high up off the
one.
ground.
So do I, but that's a tough one. Nobody's been able to crack that code yet.
No, Rivian has an SUV. Like it's like a Range Rover.
They do, but it's. Have you been in one? My neighbor's got one.
I haven't been one. No.
Yeah, it's small in the back seat, and that's the problem. And there's a lot of these cars that I love that are getting cheaper. Take that Land Cruiser by Toyota. I think it's dope as fuck looking. And I've talked about it in the past, but go and sit in the back seat of that fucking thing, Bob. If you're over 6 feet, good luck. I mean, it's for children. Children can fit in the back seat of that. That's about it. Same with that Bronco. And I love the Bronco. Shit, we have one for work and shit. And, it's good for a couple people and work and seats pop down and all that other shit. I just wish it had a little more room in the back. But at least Elon's trying to do shit about it. He's dropping his prices. And did you know he's got his own credit over there?
Yeah, they have a credit union basically.
It's 4%. So like the things that he's trying to do are completely fresh and innovative and all that other shit. So
What's the resale value of the average Tesla inside 3 years? Like, what's the percentage of loss? Because it's a math problem, right? If the percentage of loss on the resale value inside of 3 years, plus the amount of money it takes to recover the vehicle should they default on their payment and stuff like that, he's still making money.
yeah, totally.
To be honest, like
totally.
it's like banks just don't have the infrastructure to do any of this. But since he owns the entire cycle,
I know.
he owns the entire thing. He can do it. That's the difference.
Because we always flip our trucks for taxes and shit. I'm still looking at it because the 2 weeks we had it was fucking dope as shit.
Yeah, I mean, I would consider
$69,000.
I would consider it. I wouldn't get one that the kids would drive around in though.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
you can't break the windows out.
Oh, that's right.
And what happens if you go in the water? You're fucked.
You all go down together at least, you know.
Yes, sir.
Fourth last night, Trump urged Americans to keep perspective on Iran. He says it's very important that we keep this conflict in perspective. American involvement in World War I lasted 1 year, 7 months, and 5 days. World War II lasted 3 years, 8 months, and 25 days. The Korean War lasted for 3 years, 1 month, and 2 days. The Vietnam War lasted for 19 years, 5 months, and 29 days. Iraq went on for 8 years, 8 months, and 28 days. We are in this military operation, so powerful, so brilliant against one of the most powerful countries for 32 days. And the country has been eviscerated and essentially is no longer a threat. What's the cap that you put on this to get out of there, you personally?
I don't have like a time limit. That's not what's important.
Okay.
What's important is that specific objectives get achieved without making certain moves, like moving troops onto Iranian territory where they would have to be in any sort of defensive position. That's unacceptable to me. I think not only unacceptable, I think it's stupid, frankly. I just wouldn't do it. So
For me, I personally, if you go on air and you say 4 to 6 weeks and you're out of there in 6 weeks and you keep your word, I'm okay with it. The question I have, though, is let's say you leave after 6 weeks. What happens to the Strait of Hormuz? A lot of people are asking about this because Europe isn't helping us at all. NATO is fucking worthless, and I think we should get the fuck out of there immediately after this is over. But what happens if one of these squirrely fucks pops out and, fucks up the strait again? It's going to fuck up energy and gas prices.
I mean, temporarily, yeah, that's something to consider, and it depends on, obviously Trump is going to have to get partners in the region to do something as well. If there is the potential, and all of this is kind of a fucking hodgepodge a little bit, but when it comes to ensuring the oil going through, that's part of it. What the tankers opting into going through, finding a crew that will fucking go through, blah, 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 all this stuff. This all gets affected by confidence that there's going to be security there, whether it's an agreement between the Iranians and everybody else or whether it's an enforced security measure where we're fucking people up who even look at the boats. It'll be one of those two things. You know what I mean?
One of the listeners is asking you what Dan says. What does Dan mean with no cap on that? You don't care how long this goes, or?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if it's fucking 30 years, I mean, there's a limit, I guess. I just don't have a number in my head of like, oh, if it goes 7 weeks, now I'm mad. It's like, okay,
No,
what are we accomplishing is the point.
I think if it goes 7 weeks or 8, and you're fine, you get the fuck out of there. You go beyond that, and then you go beyond your word, and then they're going to play that. Again, I hate to go back to the midterms over and over again. They're going to play those fucking clips from Hegseth, Rubio, Trump saying this is going to be 6 weeks, and we're out of there over and over and over again. If we extend that stay and go past Memorial Day, yeah, dude, you're in some real fucking trouble in the midterms here. So, and not that you're not already.
No, I just don't like. It's not smart to telegraph to the enemy that you're going to leave on day whatever. That's fucking stupid, frankly. And people
I understand.
People that are encouraging that are fucking dumb. They don't understand the military, how operations work.
I understand, but at a certain point, if we have decimated them and that's all that's left, I assume we're not sticking around for a regime change or installing a new president.
Yeah. I mean, no. I mean, it wouldn't work anyways. I think the one thing this government does know is that is like there's no way to make that work. You can't give liberty to somebody. They got to take it. And that kind of brings us, I guess, into there's a couple more points actually. The last one is that Trump ripped up the fucking the Obama Iran nuclear deal, and that was just nonsense. I mean, it's so funny to me. People like, oh, Bibi Netanyahu, blah 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 blah. Do you know where all that money came from that went to Hamas? No, it came from Iran. Well, technically, it came from us. We gave $150 billion to Iran, and they spent it all on Hamas and Hezbollah, all of it, and it went through Qatar, and we allowed it because we wanted. Hamas was in charge of Gaza. Israel pulled all of their people out. By force, by the way. They fucking dragged these people out of the homes that they had built in these settlements and said, you know what, Hamas, here you go. Here's money. You don't make anything. You're all fucking retarded socialists, so you can't make anything, but here's some money to run a government. And instead they built war tunnels and bought missiles from Iran, I guess. So certainly a mistake.
Yeah, I did catch the clip last night where he called him Barack Hussein Obama.
He always says that,
which I love. They do it on purpose, by the way, because he hates it. Behind the scenes, I heard, it's hilarious. But he said he got him out of that nuclear disaster, and he said, obviously he brought up the fact that he gave him $1.7 billion in cash and walked away, and that's how they funded most of this shit.
It was $150 billion. Well, technically the cash amount was less, but we left a bunch of money over there, and yeah, we allowed it to go through Qatar into Gaza so that Hamas could fund the government. I think it was like $25 million a week, something like that. And they just used it for war. You know what I mean? But
Right.
You can glean intent as much as you want. I think it's definitely true that Netanyahu was perfectly happy to let Hamas run Gaza so that they didn't join forces with the Palestinian Authority. And that's just dumb, honestly. It's a fucking huge mistake. Was there any confidence whatsoever that Hamas was going to do the right thing?
No.
It just seems unlikely to
No.
me. So maybe it's nefarious or maybe he's just an idiot.
Who knows?
Frankly, who knows?
He's
he took a big risk and it didn't work out for him, that's for sure.
No, it definitely didn't. And then lastly, he said last night, they laughed at our presidents, Obama, and went on with their missions to have a nuclear bomb. His Iran deal would have led to a colossal arsenal of massive nuclear weapons for Iran, and they would have had them years ago, and then they would have used them, and we would be in a different world right now. Now, this is the part that I agree with. Like, you want to knock out all this shit and decimate their military and knock out other nuclear sites? Great. I'm fine with all of that.
Yeah, but I mean, there's another fucking wrinkle to this that the administration, obviously they're being cagey about it. I mean, you can't telegraph your plans to the enemy or anything, but there's some uranium in the mountain up there, and we're either going to blow it up or we're going to recover it. That like to achieve that final goal that he's talking about, that's the only option, or those are the only two options: blow that shit up somehow, or recover it somehow. And one of those is clearly more dangerous than the other one, right? At least to Americans. I don't give a fuck if we wipe out some people blowing up that fucking mountain.
Right.
To be honest, I just don't think it's a smart idea to send people in there. But that bell might have already been rung.
Maybe. That'll bring us to our next sponsor, talking about ridge.com/drinking bros. Pull them up, Bob. God damn it, I love this company. So I bought my wife those olive green suitcases for Christmas, and then I bought myself some orange ones as well. I love their fucking... I know we started off with wallets with these guys, and they were incredible. They did deals with the NFL. Every single NFL team has one. Every single college team has one. Then I started perusing like the rest of the website, and that's when I got deep in the luggage. Now, at Christmas, it was 50% off, and then they released another thing that it was 44% off. So I was like, well, fuck. I don't know when this deal is going to happen again. Ridge, yes, I did use my own promo code there for the orange ones, and they just came in 3 or 4 days ago, and I love this fucking company. I hope they sign on with us forever because the products are amazing, and true to their word, man, when my fucking card got stolen the other night, and I had to go through it with the bank and everybody else, the number wasn't ripped from my fucking wallet, my Ridge wallet, or any of that other shit, dude. It was a fucking card that was a new card that was sent to my house that was stolen somehow and then used later on. But like all these protection devices that we tell you to get, whether it's a Ridge wallet or ExpressVPN or all that other stuff, it does work, man. None of my problems came from any of this shit. What's the technology inside these wallets?
It's just RFID blocking. It's kind of like a mini Faraday situation.
Okay. So they rock, dude. I got the Ohio State one for Christmas. Bob, did you get the Mizzou one? Did you get the Mizzou one yet?
I don't yet. I need to get it.
Man, it's good. Like, they fucking rock. And then listeners are coming up to me just pulling out their fucking wallets, and I'm like, thank you for this. And I was like, hey, dude, you can thank my wife. She was the one that heard this on somebody else's show and then said, hey, this is a great company. You should reach out to them, which is how we got them. And we did. But the rest of their products are fucking amazing. The power bank that they have is elite, dude.
Yeah, it's the best
I travel with it everywhere. Shit, I've even got it like I got it in my fucking bag. So if you think I'm kidding about any of this shit, just pull this out of my backpack right now, dude. Here it is. This fucking thing. You either put your phone on it, you can charge all your devices for your kids, everything, and it lasts forever. We were on a trip for spring break, and dude, I ended up ordering like 3 of these goddamn things, dude. You weren't lying. You had it before I did. And this company, top to bottom, is one of the very best there is. It's like a fucking modern day Brookstone with amazing shit there. And I hope they stay on here forever. If you need wallets, luggage, power banks, what else do they have, Bob? Because they're always adding shit, like once a month. Go down the scroll on the side.
Well, go to their tech tab. How about that?
Yeah, why not, dude? So I got that orange one. I got that black power bank.
Watch straps.
I don't have the watch strap.
Phone cases. Those, those. things are
Really?
good. Yeah.
I bet you those are fucking bomb. They probably go with that goddamn thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they got different colors. And
Perfect.
everything. Yeah.
I love this company, dude. Big fan. Go to ridge.com/drinkinbros. And dude, with this, there's 5 ways for power in that thing. That's what they're promoting today here. Get 10% off at Ridge with the code DrinkinBros at ridge.com/drinkinbros. And please make sure to use that hyperlink for it, dude. So whatever you buy on there, because, dude, I was just cruising through it, bought a ton of shit the other night. I love it. Big fan of them. Ridge.com/drinkingbros today. At the end, when you check out, they'll say, hey, where'd you hear about us? I'm sure they saw my name and I said Drinkin' Bros Podcast. I'm not going to lie, dude. I said us. I love you guys and I want you to stay. That's why. Next up, Iran ramps up executions. The Islamic Republic of Iran is on track to exceed the record number of executions it carried out against opponents in 2025, with 657 executions in the first 3 months of the year, according to the Iran Humane Rights Society. Hiding behind the war with the U.S. and Israel, critics say the regime appears desperate to eliminate opposition, especially following the anti-regime demonstrations that shook the nation's rulers and resulted in tens of thousands of citizens being murdered by the country's security forces and militias. In March, the regime was met with condemnations, including from President Donald Trump, over the execution of 19-year-old wrestler Salah Mohammadi. Forgive me if I'm getting that wrong over there, but he was one of their most famous athletes in that country. And on Iran's latest killing spree, the State Department spokesman said this latest barbaric act is more evidence of why the regime can never be allowed the advanced capabilities that we are destroying. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. The chess match, I guess. I mean, it's a little macabre. Wait, how did Candace Owens say it? Macabre, I believe. Yeah. Macabre. It's a little macabre, but because there's human lives in the balance and stuff like that. But this is all part of it. It's like are they doing this to set the tone, or are they doing it in response to some uprising that we're not familiar with? I mean, I haven't heard too much about the latter, frankly. I know they're in an internet blackout over there, but I haven't heard too much about citizens getting out on the street and fucking people up.
Right.
Now, to be fair, the Trump administration and the War Department have both instructed, and the State Department have all instructed ordinary Iranians just to chill, stay home for a little bit until we're finished nuking shit. So maybe that's part of it. We'll see. TBD on that.
Okay.
I'm not holding my breath, though. I mean, look, the fact of the matter, there's two, things that are going on here. One is degrading Iran's military capability and getting rid of that fucking nuclear material. The other one is what's Iran going to look like next? And I don't know the answer to that. It's going to depend on the Iranian people.
Yep.
They're going to have to decide what kind of risk they're going to take on. And it's not going to be pretty. I mean, it wasn't pretty when we kicked the British out of this country either, right? It's less pretty now because weapons are quite a bit different than they were back then. And modes of transportation allow you to get places a lot quicker, which means, what we were able to do here, mounting a defense with farmers against the largest empire in the history of the world at the time, that's not really a thing anymore. You know what I mean? You can definitely run an insurgency, but if they wanted to wipe you out completely, they would wipe you out completely. So that's the question in Iran. How far is it going to go? Is this a reaction to the potential for dissent, or is this a reaction to shit that's going down on the ground and they're trying to tamp it down? I don't know the answer to that. Israel probably knows better. They have more people on the ground there than we do, so we'll see.
Yeah, I guess my question is, how much longer can we police the world at this point?
What do you mean police the world? As long as we have cargo going from one side of the world to another, as long as we're allowing anybody to come in or near our country, we're going to continue to conduct military operations globally.
I'm talking about in regards to killing citizens here, because there's a lot of
killing
countries.
Killing who citizens?
Well, like Iran, they're killing.
Oh,
citizens.
you mean like we didn't go in there because they were killing their citizens?
No, I know that. But some of the pushback online is like, hey, dude, there's I guess there's some fucking uprising in Africa right now too, where
No, it's in Syria, and where was the other one? Was it in Nigeria where they're killing Christians?
That's it. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
they're killing a lot of Christians right now.
And they're saying, "Hey, why aren't you guys doing anything about that?" And it's just
That's a good question. I mean, what are we supposed to do about that exactly? It's a fair question. I mean, the international community has historically been responsible for handling things like that to some degree. I mean, it didn't start with us. Let's be clear about that. There have been uprisings all throughout human history in so-called vassal states or even ones that are unrelated. If you remember, we've talked about this before, but after in the 1830s when England outlawed slavery, they sent fucking mercenaries essentially to go out to sail out to places that still were doing the Atlantic slave trade and fucking kill people for doing it. So it's not just us. It's gone on in trying to quell rebellions in South Africa and fucking Mozambique and Zimbabwe, or Rhodesia, which is what it's really called, blah, 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 blah for years. Yeah. What is our responsibility? I don't know.
Yeah, because
good question.
I was thinking about this last night. I was watching Artemis go up, and I briefly touched on it earlier, where over the last, let's just say, 6 months, we've seen our military capabilities around the world. Mm-hmm. Nobody's even close. No one is even fucking close to our military and what we're capable of. Space. Nobody's even close to what we're capable of and all that other shit. Should we be America first and not worry about the rest of this shit that is going around the world? Because let's face it, I don't think Africa will ever get its shit together, ever.
No, there's some pretty good memes, and it's like it shows England in like 900 AD, England in 1500 AD, England today, and then it's Africa, and it's the same picture all three times. Yeah, I do think there's some benefit to us for military readiness and for economic reasons to get access to resources or trade deals or
Iran makes sense to me, and I'm fine with it.
Or just general security and shit like that. But what it doesn't make sense to do is to fight a war for somebody that they're not willing to fight themselves, which is what we did in Iraq and Afghanistan. That's nonsense. That's nonsense. And we can't, frankly, if you're a Christian minority in one of these countries, you need to fucking leave.
Yes.
You need to go somewhere else. You need to apply for something somewhere and go somewhere the fuck else. And it doesn't have to be even outside of Africa. You can go to South Africa. You can go to Cameroon. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of places to go as a Christian that are fucking going to be a lot safer than Nigeria or fucking Syria. Let's be real about that. And that's on you. Mm-hmm. Like, we can't come in and fucking every time somebody gets their head cut off, send troops, level a country, whatever it is we do, because unless we plant people there permanently, this is the problem that the Roman Empire ran into and the British Empire ran into. Unless we plant people there permanently, then it just fucking goes back to the way it was.
Yeah.
And we've wasted time, money, and lives on it. We're not doing that.
I think in regards to the Africa thing, is you and I have been tagged on this a bunch on Twitter, and I'm like, in regards to that, I was like, man, there's only so much we can fucking do, and at a certain point, we've got to turn all the attention to what's actually going on in our country. And we have the best shit in the world because we are the best. In all sincerity, what would happen if we just didn't import anything from the rest of these countries, got out of NATO, and just really took care of our own fucking country?
Well, you can't do just your own country. And what are we short on, I guess? We're not short on anything. That's not the point. The point is that you need standoff. You have to create standoff. If my enemy is able to stand right across the street and build siege towers and an army while I sit there and fucking mind my business, then I die. That's how that works.
Well, I understand with Cuba. So in regards to Cuba, they're 90 miles off the coast. That should have been over a long fucking time.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it wouldn't be a terrible thing. Look, again, we're in a flat world now, not flat Earth, obviously, because you just saw it from Artemis. It's round, but we're in a flat world now because of transportation and communication, which means, and not just transportation, but also missiles. If our standoff has to be now, if somebody that's saying death to America has acquired or is in the process of acquiring a weapon that could reach us, we got to fuck them up.
Yes.
That's it.
Yep.
There's no question about that. I don't know why anybody even argues that point. However, I think it would make a lot more sense than some of the regional. Like we should be handing on. I mean, this is all part of Trump's plan. I don't know if it'll ever work or not, but to shame Europe into taking care of Europe, to shame the Middle East into take care of the Middle East, Saudi Arabia and UAE specifically, to stand up larger militaries and handle that problem. I don't know if it'll work. We'll see, but I would love for that to work because then we should immediately invade Canada and Mexico and annex both of those places. They are run by communists to the north and by fucking cartels to the south. All these people need to die. Okay? They are too close to us to be doing that bullshit. If I'm living in a neighborhood and there's meth labs on both sides of me, I'm fucking blowing all these people up.
Yeah.
That's just how it fucking works. And I think that's what we should do. I think over the next 15 years, we should annex both of those countries.
The problem is you got all these fucks here, and it's half the country now at this point, who believe in open borders and all this other shit until it happens to them, obviously. And then they're like, oh, fuck. This
Well,
sucks.
if you see somebody say they believe in open borders, just get a fucking, grab a pillow and a blankie and show up on their front door and say, I live here.
I
now.
live here, and this is where I stay.
This is my birthright.
Yeah.
Okay. I had a baby on your front porch, and now he lives in your house. That's how it fucking works. And as a result, so do I.
Or I go into the bedroom, I enter the master politely, pull down the duvet cover, take off my pants, oil myself up. I go calves also because I want to see them. And then I go quads, and then I spread eagle jack, and then I use a two-hand basket weave technique, and then I make them watch. That's what I want out of all of this. But as I'm watching all of this unfold around the world, I'm like, man, I don't really give a shit about any other country. I really don't. I got into somebody with Canada last night about. They were like, "Oh, leaving NATO. If you left NATO, you wouldn't have Canada to the north." What the fuck does Canada provide us? At the end, but for real, what do they provide us?
I mean, aluminum.
Well, we got aluminum here
And beef.
Okay,
And
beef is a big one.
But Alberta is holding an election soon to decide whether
They're
or not
gonna
to stay in Canada.
secede, right?
And I think they're going to secede.
I think so too.
To be honest,
I really do too. But the rest of these countries, man, I don't care. I watched that woman's speech from Italy, the prime minister of Italy, saying, "Hey, you guys can't use your planes to fight your bullshit war and everything else." And it's like, man, you wouldn't even be a fucking country if we didn't help you out. Like, I look at all these places, and there's not really one that I'm like, oh yeah, that'd be a strategic one. That's great. So you know what I'm saying?
yeah. I mean, there's an issue though here with breaking foreign agreements unilaterally by the president now, and there shouldn't be because the Constitution allows him to do this. But excuse me. The
allergies are shit here.
Yeah,
by the way.
I'm fucked.
I've been taking pills and all the shit.
My
the scenes.
whole everything is yellow in my house.
Yes.
There's a I think it was Goldwater v. Carter. Is the Bob looked that up? I think it was the Sino whatever act or agreement or whatever the fuck it was. But the Senate. Jimmy Carter announced he was terminating the Mutual Defense Treaty with Taiwan, and the Congress sued him. I think it was Barry Goldwater that led the charge, the Senate. I mean, technically Senate, but Barry Goldwater led the charge and sued him and said, you can't do that. And the Supreme Court found that the president absolutely can kill that deal if he wants to. Now, in the 2023 NDA, National Defense Authorization Act, the Senate I don't know how Republicans voted for this. They're such fucking cucks. But the Senate added a provision in the NDAA that now says that the president doesn't have that authority. Well, that fucking NDAA is in direct violation of 444 U.S. 996, Goldwater v. Carter. It's an already established Supreme Court doctrine. So I think Trump should announce that he's going to end our relationship with NATO. And I think when they say, no, you can't, he should point right to that bill or right to that fucking Supreme Court ruling and be like, that bill you passed, that NDAA in 2023 is null and void as a result. That is fucking unconstitutional what you just tried to do. Will he do it? TBD.
And because for me, I look at the numbers, and I go back to what you always say on the show. If you cut off the funding, you cut off the bullshit. And if you cut off the funding to NATO, What do they have? We're paying for fucking 60, 70% of this bullshit. Then what?
I mean, it's down from 90.
And they got no military. None of those countries have a fucking strong enough military that we give a fuck about. So
No, the French can produce a couple of things technologically.
pocket pussies?
The Germans have Leopard. The Germans have Leopard tanks that are pretty good. The Leopard 2.
We have real leopards, dude, with lasers on their head, and I know they're testing that in Myrtle Beach.
I don't know about that.
I can confirm that.
That's Doc Antle's place
Yeah,
from Tiger King.
big fan of his. Hey, you can grab me a hard F too.
Yeah, so I don't
I'll take
know.
a green apple if you got it.
I don't know how that's all going to go, but there's no constitutional authority in that NDAA. There's not. I mean,
It's in the box.
Carter v. Goldwater or Goldwater v. Carter is pretty goddamn clear.
Yeah.
The president has the authority to end any such agreement that he chooses. That is the president gets elected to establish foreign policy. The Congress has not even the House. The Senate has advise. Not even authority. They are allowed to advise the president, but the president is elected. The president puts forth a Secretary of State who then gets through advise and whatever the fuck confirmed by the Senate, and then those two people make the decisions for foreign policy in this country. Fucking period. Not including declaring war. Congress still has that right. But everything else, trade deals, all this other shit, constitutionally belongs to the president as a function. When it comes to specific things like taxation and shit like that, obviously Congress, if it's revenue collection, Congress at least has a say in it to some degree. But yeah, this is nonsense. I mean, everybody, like Chuck Schumer is running his fucking gay ass raw hamburger cheese eating mouth this week about, oh, you can't do that. Here's why. I'm like, well, what you did was unconstitutional, faggot. So we'll see how it all goes. Yeah, we'll see.
It's the overall faggotry of everything that's going on where I'm like, man, what if we just cut everybody off? Just did all the cool shit we did in our country, but then there's still 50% of it that's just like pierced up and haired out with fucking colors and shit like that, where you're just like, dude, they'll never get it and they'll never be on board, and I don't know. It fucking sucks. And maybe, I was a tad bit emotional watching the fucking rocket launch last night, where I was like, what other proof do you need that we're the best in the fucking world?
Yeah. Who is it? J. Todd Welch. Treaties must go through Senate. No. What Judge Rehnquist, who was the Chief Justice at the time, and three others who wrote the opinion. By the way, it was a dismissal opinion, not a. They called it a plurality opinion, but there's no ruling, because just like with tariffs or the War Powers Act, it's a constitutional issue. That's what the Supreme Court always says. Or I'm sorry, it's a political issue. So that means that you, as a body politic, the Congress, in both houses of the Congress, or just whichever one, maybe the Senate in this case, you have to go make a decision. If you can go pass a bill specifically about this, not an overarching bill that says the president doesn't have that authority anymore because it's not real. If you can go pass a bill that says we want to maintain NATO, then sure.
Yeah.
Then absolutely you would be able to do that. But if Congress can't, so they just tried this, by the way, with the Iran thing. Everybody keeps talking about it's a fucking war of choice, unconstitutional, blah, blah, blah. No, the fucking Congress voted and fucking failed. They voted and failed. That's in a constitutional republic. You have to accept the results of failure sometimes when you have a vote like that. So the constitutional processes have been respected. The end.
What was that gentleman's name?
Who?
Who said that?
I was just doing the chat.
Oh, okay.
But he's not entirely wrong. To establish certain agreements, treaties, you need the advice and consent of the Senate. Advice and consent.
Not a vote.
Well, I mean, oftentimes it is a vote. Sometimes it's just a standing voice vote, or whatever. But yeah, the Supreme Court had ruled in this particular case, and has ruled before that the president absolutely has that authority unless the Congress stops him. Okay. Essentially, that's what they mean when they say it's a political issue. Unless the Congress can vote to stop you or adjust to what you're doing, then you have that authority because 350 million people elected you for that job.
Yeah. Craig AGB7N in the chats just gave us $50 for the bag, he says.
Oh, yeah. What bag? You mean cocaine?
Yeah, but, man, that's hard to come by these days, you know? There's a shortage of that. Maybe that's also what else is pissing off Americans right now, you know? Money, and then, obviously, there's a shortage on bags out there, but we appreciate it, Craig. Thank you very much. And that'll lead us to our next advertiser here. Who we got up today, Bobby? Who's on the schedule here? Is it Ketone? Take them every day. Shit. Here's proof that I take this shit every day. This fucking box is empty, my friends. I'll open it right in front of your face and chuck it in a camera. I take one every single day, dude, before we start the podcast. I really do. If I'm up late writing, I take one as well. It's the only thing that I don't feel like I'm having a fucking heart attack or my eyes are crossed up like Candace Owens and all that other shit. Like I'm out of my fucking mind and heart racing and all that other stuff. It is just a clean shot of energy, dude. I do the no caffeine one. However, there is a caffeine one. Just because when I am working late at night, I don't want to stay up till fucking 6 a.m. 4 is about my range there. And that's ketone.com/drinkinbros. You're going to get 30% off your subscription over there. This is high performance energy backed by science. If you're out of gas mid-workout, it's great. You can fix the fuel there and pop a shot in your mouth. That's what it is. The one I'm holding up on screen that you see there, that's the bottle. You can order a bottle too, and then just drink it by the capful. Just take a cap. That's all you really need there. But in a double-blind, placebo-controlled study on trained athletes, Ketone IQ delivered 19% increase in average power during repeated sprints, 13% peak power versus placebo, 10% less fatigue, 5-time increase in blood ketones within 20 minutes. They just did shit. Oh, they got the Boston Marathon winner. God damn, dude.
Joe Garzarnive?
Des Linden.
Oh.
The other one.
Yeah, Zarnive didn't win.
Yeah, dude.
He got shot in that boat.
Shot in that boat, so he lost that one. Maybe because he didn't have ketone IQ.
Yeah, I mean, it prevents...
He wasn't sharp, dude.
It prevents Islamic fundamentalism. We know that for sure. Have you ever run into a terrorist using ketone?
No.
Not once.
Nope.
And nor will you, ever.
They're all jacked up on cot, dude.
Yeah.
Born from battlefield science.
You guys got to calm down back there.
Built for peak performance. The Ketone IQ was actually developed through a $6 million research contract with the Department of Defense. And these guys fucking rock, dude. So if you want a clean shot of energy, highly, highly fucking recommend it. And it kicks in quick, dude. Visit ketone.com/drinkinbros today for 30% off your subscription order, plus receive a free gift with your second shipment. It's usually like a 6-pack or like merch, some fun shit like that. Or you can find Ketone IQ at Target stores nationwide and get your first shot for free. However, they're not going to give you 30% off. So you can't just scream Drinkin' Bros in their face. They're going to give you 30% off, unfortunately. Next up, James Carville is a moron. Or is he just fucking old at this point? Near death?
No, he's a moron.
Okay.
Speaking of not morons, but funny shit. Before we do this Carville story, you know that the new Super Mario Brothers movie came out yesterday.
I didn't. It crushed.
Yeah.
Yep. My kids love it.
We're gonna go see it next weekend, but Charlie Day was doing an interview for it, and they were asking him who his favorite Luigi was. And he says, well, right now it's Luigi Mangione. And all the other fucking actors like, oh, shit.
I
don't remember who it was now. I fucking read about it. But one person started laughing and everybody else was like,
well, everybody in Hollywood's afraid of their lives.
Yeah, well, you can't, look. Have you seen It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? They're the worst people in the world for 30 years.
All right, but I've said this for 11 years on this show. If you establish yourself as a dirtbag and never change, then nothing will ever happen to you. Bob, I just sent you the clip. Play it on air. I haven't heard this. Holy shit. That is really fucking funny. And yeah, he doesn't have to care.
No, he doesn't
He
give
is
a shit.
so fucking rich off of It's Always Sunny that he's good, man. Also, he's done a million movies, but yeah. Press play on this. I haven't seen it.
I have a question for you, Charlie.
It was Key and Peele.
Great Italian guy. Who's your favorite Luigi in recent American history?
Recent American history? Well, me, first of all, number one. Luigi Mangione.
Luigi Mangione.
Number 2.
Oh, it was Keegan Michael Key who laughed.
Look at that.
The blonde girl that wants to fucking bury herself.
She's like, oh, fuck, this is going on. TMZ does it.
Oh, boy.
Wait, who's that guy on the right? The bald guy?
I don't know
That's
him.
another journalist.
Okay. I was going to say. And she's that.
The blonde chick, was she from...
Anya Taylor-Joy.
She's from
Queen's Gambit.
Queen's Gambit was
the restaurant
fucking
movie,
shit, dude.
Wasn't she in season 5 of Peaky Blinders too, or 4?
I
The
don't
one
know.
where he's in.
She's a great actress.
America. Yeah.
I love.
Yeah, she's cool.
I love the fucking Queen's Gambit, dude.
That's
was one
really
of my
funny.
favorite series.
And by the way, they set him up for that.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, Keegan Michael. Look, he was gonna laugh no matter what.
He's hilarious.
Yeah.
By the way, in real life, he's the greatest person ever too. So like,
Yeah.
he's fucking hilarious.
I really enjoyed
Homegirl
that.
was the only one out of the 3 who was just like, oh shit, I'm gonna get canceled.
I mean,
for
she's
this.
a white woman.
Well, also,
to be
like,
fair.
keep in
She did
mind-
laugh a little bit at least, so
Yeah,
credit
she
to her
laughed.
for
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Keep in mind what the careers of these 3 actors are, right? Like, completely safe,
2
has a show he
comedians
can go back to. Yeah,
and an Oscar
a
winner.
comedian, yeah,
An
and then you have
Emmy
a
winner,
serious
excuse me.
actress
Yeah.
who's like in serious stuff for
A
the
Golden
most part.
Glove.
right?
Yeah, she
I
won a
mean,
Golden
she's in
Globe.
the fucking Super Mario Brothers movie. How
I mean,
serious?
she's
is
got to
it?
get paid.
She's gotta
you know,
get paid, dude.
those Oscar movies ain't paying you.
Nope, they sure aren't, dude. You're not making $1 off.
What
that
is
shit.
has she won anything?
I think McConaughey's salary in Dallas Buyers Club was like $35,000. I'm not kidding either. But I got him an Oscar.
He doesn't give a shit.
Got him an Oscar.
Fuck does he care? Oh, she got nominated for a primetime Emmy. I bet that was for the Queen's Gambit, huh?
Yeah, she's great. She's got really weird eyes though.
Yeah, she was in.
You like her? You
Oh,
think
yeah.
she's hot?
Yeah, she's great.
So she was nominated for Best Actress, Golden Globe for The Menu, that Ray Fiennes movie where the chef kills everybody.
Oh, yeah.
I still haven't seen that. Is that good?
Yeah,
all
it's
right.
pretty good. It's
I
all
mean,
right.
it's the cast is fucking crazy.
It's a fun watch.
Nicholas Holt's in it.
Yeah. Jennifer Lawrence's ex.
Anya Taylor-Joy, I'll give you a minor spoiler, but which I think it's spoiled pretty quick in the movie. She plays a prostitute.
Oh, a little prosty in there.
Yeah.
Does she get nude?
She get banged
No,
out?
no. And then she, Golden Globe noms for Emma for acting, and then for Queen's Gambit for acting.
Okay. Yeah, she's
Yeah,
she's
cool.
fantastic.
Speaking of Peaky Blinders, there's a movie coming out.
And they all signed up for it, by the way.
Where that one dude is the fucking his son. What's his name?
Barry Keoghan.
Barry Keoghan plays his son, and he's going crazy. But now, 10 years after that, there's a new series starting sometime, I think early next year. I think in spring of 27. There's a whole new series, and it's in the 1950s, and it's like Peaky Blinders again.
Oh, that's dope.
But like middle century London crime, which will be that's a whole other ball game. It's gonna be sweet. Same writers and everything, I think. So
Okay.
looking forward to that. Anyways,
James Carville was the story here, and veteran Democratic strategist James Carville, I almost went Candace Owens there on that word, condemned President Donald Trump, gloating on Tuesday that he, his children, and his children's spouses will face investigations after the midterms. Carville warned Trump that he is in for a world of hurt after the Republican Party faced what many expect to be a defeat in the upcoming midterms. Carville and his trademark Southern style like there said it would feel politically like getting punched in the mouth by Mike Tyson. Do you have this video, Bob, by any chance? Because look, there's other videos of him that I'd like to play. You can start with this one. Start with this one on Twitter real quick. This was, let's call it 3 weeks ago, if I remember correctly, somewhere in that neighborhood. He's been losing his mind for a while, but I just think he's getting old and about to die. Because he's been saying some wild ass shit for the last, let's call it 6 months on air here. As soon as they lost that election, no, I'm sorry, year and a half, he was convinced Kamala was going to win in a landslide and all that other shit. And it was just like, what, dude? Press play on this one. I mean, he's been saying some wild shit for a while now.
Look, you fat fuck Trump, if you listen to this, you listen good, because what I'm getting ready to say
this is AI.
Oh, this
is
is?
what a lot of people in this country...
I don't think so. Yeah, I think it is.
Keep playing it.
The person that is reporting this is a real journalist. Keep playing.
Colin Dog is not a real
Who I speak for. And I speak for a lot of fucking people. You hear me, you fat asshole?
I'm positive this is real, actually.
This is what we believe. You're right. I got Trump derangement syndrome. I hate the motherfucker. And you know what? I don't want to get rid of it. I don't want to get better. I want to get worse. I want to hate him more. I pray to God in heaven, God reign the righteous reign of Trump derangement syndrome. Pray for me, Lord. I'm your vessel on this earth. Pray for the people that listen to this. We want more. We want to hate the son of a bitch so much that we can't see straight. Look, you fat.
So these, by the way, this is real. These tirades have been going on for a while, dude. And people keep having them on shows to see how crazy this is. Do you have a clip of this particular one? I caught this one 3 weeks ago or a month ago. What's this one, Bob?
I think this is it.
This is it? All right, play this one then. Because, by the way, this has been going on for a while, and he keeps hopping on any show there is to talk about it. Play this one.
Listen to me, Trump. I'm going to tell you fat fucking ass something. You're getting ready to get the living crap kicked out of you. You don't know because they haven't really told you. And let me tell you something. They're gonna start breaking the news to you kind of gently. And you're going to sit there and wonder what it feels like to be punched in the mouth by Mike Tyson. But you won't know because it's quite one thing to imagine what it's like to get punched in the mouth by Mike Tyson. It's another thing to actually get punched in the mouth by Mike Tyson. And that's what's going to happen to you in November. Now, let's talk about your future, your post-November future. First, people are not going to return your phone calls. They're going to correctly think you yesterday. Yeah, they'll say, well, he's got 2 years left. He can do damage. No one gives a shit about him. The Democrats are going to investigate you to no end. I would like to introduce you to Senator Sheldon Whitehouse, D. Rhode Island, because it is a lot of people's view. By the way, and Congressman Jeffers and Senator Schumer, they're going to go down to the White House on November 10th, and then you're going to have some stiff photo of them sitting there talking about collegiality and cooperation. Believe that bullshit. Then they're going to start going after you. Then they're going to start figuring out where all the money stolen is. Then they're going to go after you stupid jackass kids and their spouses and all the other bullshit that you see. And they're going to investigate the shit out of you. And then when it comes to this stuff you're doing in Iran, I got to tell you, you're getting really, really, really close to war crimes here. You're probably going to cross the line.
I told you.
And
I've
one
been
thing
doing
the
this for months.
Democrats are going to insist on in the 2028 election,
getting really close
is
to
that
war
if
crimes.
you're indicted by the international courts, and I think it's in The Hague or Hague or somewhere in the Netherlands, we're going to protect your ass. We're not going to protect you.
So
understand that.
You can press pause here. Now, some of the things he's saying are as crazy as this is. And as crazy as these rants have been over the last year and a half, and yes, the other one was real, it was not AI, and he's starting off with the same thing every single time, is true. If they take the Congress in in these midterms, so this would be 2027, because that's when they go in January 20th, 21st, somewhere in that neighborhood. I think, personally, the first thing they're going to do is file impeachment charges. I guarantee it.
I mean, it doesn't matter. It's just a fucking waste of time.
It is.
They're not like
but that's
that.
what they're going to do. They did it 3 times before.
Yeah, it just doesn't matter. It takes 2/3 of the Senate to fucking impeach somebody.
And they're not going to do it.
No.
But I promise you, day one, someone will file charges as soon as they win the House.
Maybe, but still, I mean, we'll see if they win the House at all. I'm not convinced that's true.
Really?
Yeah,
I fully am.
And it'll depend on.
Sadly, I don't want to be.
It'll depend on who the House Speaker is too, because the Speaker can block that shit from happening. It'll depend if it's Hakeem Jeffries again. He probably will. Yeah.
Now,
but it's not going to go anywhere.
I want to address something else he said here of people stop returning your phone calls. That's another thing that is true. DC is like Hollywood. If you're not the guy and you have all the power and you can make all the decisions, in which right now Republicans have presidency, Congress, and Senate, that happens overnight. And we saw these motherfuckers in the Republican Party do this. Lindsey Graham. The second that he thought Trump was done and all that other shit, all of these motherfuckers flipped on Trump, and they didn't return to Trump until he was leading the polls in the primaries back in 23. And so, yeah, dude, that's the way that all of this fucking works. Mike Johnson will turn on him. Everybody will turn on him and all that other shit. And I also think what he said in this of Democrats investigating him and trying to throw him in jail after he gets out of office will happen too. I really do.
I mean, that's probably the lawfare stuff. I assume will continue. Yeah, and I think there's going to be some. I think there's a high potential for armed conflict if that goes down.
It didn't happen though the first time.
Yeah.
So that's what I would have said that before, but we actually saw this happen. There was 4 cases against him. Nobody did anything.
They worked their way through the courts. If there's ever any attempt to put the president in prison, people are going to die.
But why hasn't anybody charged Biden and Biden's family for all the other shit? And
Well,
those,
Biden-
remember the pardons he issued for Burisma and everything else?
Yeah, I mean that's something. That's probably one of the other reasons that Bondi is out, because they should have already challenged that pardon at the Supreme Court.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Trump issued an executive order saying that those pardons are no longer in effect, right? So there's a chess game going on right now. He issued that executive order hoping somebody would challenge it. One of the people was standing, which would have been one of the 7 people that got lifetime pardons or whatever the fuck, or in Hunter's case, a very specific period of time, which is odd.
Yeah.
But none of them have challenged it in court, because why would they? That was bait. They didn't take it. Now the next step is Trump has to have somebody indicted that got a pardon for something specific during the period for which they've been pardoned, and then that has to go through the court and see if his EO stands up, or see if the original pardon stands up, because look, there's never been pardons preemptive like that before, ever.
Right.
And there's no constitutional authority necessarily suggesting they should exist. So to be clear, that's the whole process that needs to happen before any of that shit can go down. And as far as Joe Biden, there's no executive privilege. He was the president of the United States. Unless he did something extra presidentially that was illegal during his time as president, he's not getting charged for anything. Now, the influence peddling when he was vice president, that's technically on the table, but I don't think anybody's going after that. He's 1,000 years old.
But if we're looking at the last, let's just take 15 years here. The only ones who have tried to prosecute are Democrats.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they'll definitely do it.
So
which is
half of what he's saying, this crazy old man, is I believe is true. The second half of it.
part of that is true, yeah. But it's like at last he says, when it comes to this stuff you're doing in Iran, getting close to blah blah blah.
The war crimes thing is bullshit.
And then he says, and the one thing that Democrats are going to insist on in the 28 election is that if you're indicted by the international courts, and I think it's in the Hague, he knows what it is, it's in the Hague, or somewhere in the Netherlands, we're not going to protect your ass. We're not going to protect you. Who's we, James? Because you never protected shit in your life. You joined the Marine Corps during the Vietnam War, spent 2 years there and never deployed. How's that possible? What was your fucking job?
Yeah, that is strange.
Like, how do you enlist from 66 to 68 and never get sent to Vietnam? I don't understand that. But anyways, he's like, and also, you know, if you want to get tough, you can come here. Texas has mutual combat laws 22.06 in the Texas penal statute, and I'll beat the Christ out of you in front of your wife and children. How about that?
Yeah.
I mean, we can do that too.
I offer the same deal to GD Construction live on air.
Or Sheldon Whitehouse, the other guy, the other faggot who thinks he's going to be a tough guy and do something. No, you guys are empty suits. You guys have no testicles to speak of. Just shut your fucking cunt mouth and be lucky that you live in a good country. You know, to be honest, because typically speaking, the way that you guys have conducted yourselves for the last 40 years, when somebody like Trump in any other country would have taken power, you all would have been fucking burned at the stake, literally. Beheaded, fucking executed in some way. But you live in America, the greatest country in the world. That's it.
Yeah.
So just be thankful that you live in a real country and stop trying to use the legal system to go after people who are elected doing the things that people elected them to do.
But they're going to do it.
Because otherwise you won't live in America anymore, and then we'll have to have that discussion later on.
They're going to do it, man. I'm telling you. You had 4 trials against Trump. You had 2 impeachments. I mean, you had everything thrown at this motherfucker. They will do it again as soon as if they take the presidency in 28. Now, that's a big if. I think they'll take the House. Senate's. I think Republicans hold on by 1. 1, 2 tops in that one. If we're going off of my predictions here, and then 28, I don't see a candidate strong enough from the Democratic side, and I think Republicans will.
I think this
will
governor
win.
race in California is going to be very interesting. It's going to show you if even in California these crazy lefty people are taking it all seriously.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. I think if
there's a lot of things that we're looking at these midterms, and we will be live that night, by the way, for all this midterm shit. On that night after we vote, we will be live going through all of it because a lot of this, I agree with you.
Well,
that California one is a massive.
I think we're going to know before then, or at least there's a high potential we'll know before then if Hobbs and Swalwell don't even make it.
You're right. The primary. You're right.
To
in
the
June.
main vote,
Yeah.
then you know that even California has rejected the fucking retard lefties, right? Which means Gavin Newsom has no chance. So then it's going to be Rahm Emanuel. It's going to be
AOC.
I don't think
second on the list.
No, she's not a serious
Hey, by the way, Kamala. Did you see Kamala last night?
No.
She gave a speech before the presidents. So by doing that, it made me think she's probably going to run.
She's trying to sell books.
You think so?
Yeah.
But that's you're past the day on that.
She's not running for anything. But yeah, Rahm Emanuel, Shapiro can't win because he's a Jew.
Yeah.
The only people that hate Jews more than fucking Candace Owens and all of her gay ass followers are Democrats.
Yeah.
Which is funny because 72% of American Jews are Democrats.
Yep. And they voted for Mamdani up there in New York.
So what are you going to do, you know?
Next up, NASA's poop problems. God damn it, dude. I love this story. All right. I love it. It's true. My wife didn't believe it earlier, but NASA officials said Artemis II mission is proceeding as planned after launch, even as engineers work through several minor issues during the spacecraft, which involved the toilet and specifically the fan working. Now, they were allowed to go number 2, but they weren't allowed to go number 1. Bob, do you have the video of that? Because we don't have that this morning.
I have the video of her, this woman kind of putting the toilet together, showing you how it works.
She's got heavies, dude. Who is this?
I don't
Bob?
know. Someone who works on it. I don't know who.
All right. Look, I'm just saying, way to go with the video.
That's the astronaut.
It's her?
Yeah.
The astronaut's got heavies?
Yes.
How do those work in orbit? Gravity.
Seem like they're working pretty fine.
Yeah, apparently. Look at this. Oh, they're showing him in there, actually fucking
We're going to take a trip
dumping
into
out.
the toilet here. Now, one interesting thing is, yes, it's in the floor, but bye, guys. I got some business to take care of. See ya.
Bob, you didn't tell us she was a little baddie.
Couple things.
This astronaut.
Important. You need handholds because you're just floating up all over the
Oh,
place.
that's
You
right.
need to keep
I didn't even
yourself
think about
down
that.
On the toilet seat. Also, you can't tell which way is up. And finally, all of this wild orange foam is actually taped over insulation because our toilet is a little bit on the loud side. So you have to wear hearing protection when you're in here, but we're making that
You're
work.
gonna get your fucking butthole sucked right out of your body.
Wow, dude. Look at this old lady with this tube. That doesn't look great. And then are they studying the shit? Because they said the urine gets dumped out in space, but the shit stays. Are they combing through it?
I mean, maybe they're giving it to OBJ.
I hope so.
Because he's into that.
Or Germany.
Yeah, just drop it on Germany.
It's the biggest scat porn country in the world,
Or
dude.
maybe it's like Joe Dirt, the Boeing bomb thing where they release it upon re-entry and drop it on some random town in the fucking Southwest.
Yeah.
That would be something too.
But like I said, dude, yesterday, man, if you guys have a link or we can get our hands on one of those diapers.
I've already got
diaper
that
up
squared
there.
away.
You do?
Yep.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, we'll get one.
But I'd say, should we shadow box it and put it on the?
I'm gonna get the astronauts
wall
from
of
this
the
mission
studio?
to sign it. By the way, they are all super cool. So somebody tried to get
that chick seems cool.
Somebody was asking Victor Glover,
the black dude.
Yeah. I mean his last name's Glover. Come on, Victor Glover. About like, oh, how does it feel to be the first black man on the moon? He goes, you know what I would like is if we were talking about human history, about black history.
Jesus
how about
Christ.
that? You fucking idiot!
Yep.
Shut the fuck up! God damn it!
That everybody, there's got to be a first for all this shit, and it's just like, can we just not say he's obviously one of the foremost talented people there is, and he's going up to space. I don't give a shit what color you are, for Christ's sakes. And I'm sure he's sick of hearing it too, where he's just like, God damn it, man, I worked my ass off for this, and I'm on the goddamn rocket. Can you just shut the fuck up?
Yeah, it's like, hey,
that's all you need.
What has your blackness contributed to your to being a NASA astronaut?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't know, man. I absorb more vitamin D than you.
Yeah.
How about that? Fucking cunt.
Do
Shut
they
the
have
fuck
smoke
up.
alarms in the shuttle?
They've got all sorts of alarms up there, but they can't use that one because he would never hear it.
No, he wouldn't.
That's the problem.
Everybody else would, though. The three honkies would.
Yeah, I mean, they would never stop hearing it.
No. They'd be like, hey.
He's the pilot, though, so he's not in charge of
Hey,
any of
Glover,
that shit.
you want to fix this?
No, he's not in charge of any of that shit. She's the fucking engineer.
Okay.
That broad is.
I like her. I like this whole crew here.
I mean, there's
the
a
Canadian.
Somebody
I wanna get him out of
somebody
there.
actually made a great fucking meme about it.
Okay.
And it was the whole crew, and they replaced the Canadian's head with a South Park Canadian head.
Sure.
I really enjoyed that because he's a fucking stud too, to be fair. But still, I don't like him because he's Canadian.
I don't either. We don't need him. Like, let's put another American in there.
He's the first Canadian that's going to go to fucking the moon, so that's cool, I guess.
For them.
I think what we should do is we should let him go, and then we should fucking force him to immigrate here.
Yep.
And be like, you're not Canadian anymore.
You're American.
Because we can't allow for that.
Yeah. And where'd the rocket launch out of? Wasn't Canada?
Eric Castiglione says that the Canadian checks the gay box for the DEI. So that makes sense. Because
Maybe.
They got a gay, a woman, and a colored person of color. Excuse me. Whatever
Person
they're saying.
of color.
No, I don't know what.
No, there's colored still used, man.
Yeah.
You got the NAACP, man. That's what that stands for. So
I feel bad for Canada.
I don't.
Just for existing.
I fucking hate them, dude.
I mean,
I'm all over their bullshit.
I look at Canada the way I look at a kid in a wheelchair. You know what I mean? It's like, fuck.
Yeah.
You didn't ask for that.
I know. And you were born like that, right?
Yeah.
But you have the opportunity to change and get better and then come into this country legally. And
Change that diaper.
Yeah.
But they had minor issues with the turlet. I don't know if you guys have seen, Bob, maybe you can find on Twitter the route that they're taking.
Yep.
So they took off.
I saw the route.
They're just in near, I think in far orbit maybe, and they're going around the Earth 2 or 3 times to check equipment and blah, blah, blah. See,
there you go. It's right on the screen. Thank you, Bob.
And then heading out to the moon. And you can see that's that white line at the top there. That's the fucking moon. So, that's the interesting thing about space travel, all these windows and stuff. It's funny. People are like, oh, don't you think it's funny that the moon mission started on April 1st, on April Fool's Day? I'm like, yeah, it's kind of ironic, I guess. But there's certain windows that you have to launch from to be able to hit stuff. For Mars, for example, there's only twice or once every 2 years, I think. And it's a 9-month trip too, right? So you got to really be, you got to do the math there. But we're basically meeting the moon. Like we're both coming from different directions and we're meeting it in the middle. They're going to orbit the moon, or not orbit. They're going to go around it once and come back.
Slingshot it.
So that would be cool. Everybody's doing well. The reports say everybody's doing well, but the turlet was kind of fucked up on that first thing.
She fixed it. That chick fixed it.
Oh, she fixed it?
Yeah, she did. So they're able to dump out and piss normally.
Can you imagine you get like the fucking best engineering degrees in the world, qualify to go to space, and like, hey, can you fix this dumper?
That was the first thing they asked her to do. No lie.
Yeah.
And she fixed it. But it was a fan issue, and it's all fixed. They're good to go. But I understand the panic of it, of 10 days not being able to use the toilet. That'd be fucking weird, man.
I mean, you're just diped up for 10 days at that point.
Yeah.
That's not fun.
No,
and
you're
then
gonna
somebody,
get a diaper rash.
Burger in a blanket here in the chat says he's going to get ashy in space. That's true.
Yeah. Burger in a blanket?
Yeah. Body lotion is too viscose to be in a rocket. Is that true? Do they not have lotion the whole time they're up there?
I don't think so, yeah. You can't jerk up there.
Oh, dude, if you went to space with me, there's going to be jizz floating through the air in every direction.
HR, bro.
Nah,
They're
I don't give a
not
fuck
gonna
about
let you
HR.
do it,
What are they
dude.
going to do? Fly up there and stop me?
As
All
soon
they
as
can
you
do is
land.
All they can do is fire me once I get home, and I don't give a fuck about that. I've already done the deed.
The problem,
it's too late.
You know what the problem is, right? You can't catch all the fucking semen. So it's just going to be flying around the whole fucking.
That's
10
not
days.
the problem. That's the point, my friend.
Well, but that's 10 days worth of flying and semen.
And you know how much that is for me.
Shit.
Like it's for if I'm
He's
that
a gallon guy.
Yeah, if I'm that bored, it's 4 or 5 times a day.
Yeah. And it's a gallon.
Good luck.
It's going to be everywhere.
Good luck. I would recommend keeping your mouth closed and some glasses on the whole time.
That's why they don't do it.
Yeah.
They don't allow you to slow jerk.
Well, they would never allow me up there and to begin with.
No.
For that
I don't even
exact
think you're allowed to
reason.
take your dick out of your suit.
No, they'll probably get their. I mean, you got to piss.
You do, but were you watching the footage? I was up late last night watching it. I don't know the background.
Space facials. Spatials, they call them.
Spatials, yeah. I was up late last night, and NASA, the channel on YouTube, and we'll give them a shout out, has 24-hour live coverage. So, Bob, if you go to it now, you can see them, I believe, because I was watching it super late last night, and it was fascinating.
Yeah, I mean that's cool. I like that.
So do I.
So they still don't have as good of cameras.
That's what I thought
as
too,
SpaceX.
dude. Yeah, dude.
So SpaceX's stuff is dope, but the difference here is that that's built into the SpaceX budget. NASA is taxpayer funded. SpaceX is a company that's trying to sell a product, right?
Right.
So they can justify the extra spend. To be honest, if Elon was a real American, he would pay for all of it. I know you and Isaac are friends.
I think he offered.
Just pay for the fucking camera systems. That's all you got to do,
dude.
Elon. Stop being a son of a bitch.
So is this the outside camera right now, Bob? That's where they are?
Yeah.
So to my point, which I made a few weeks ago about why you should never shoot a movie in space, this is why.
Yeah,
the background is just not interesting.
No, there's nothing.
And there's no reason to spend the money or risk that. Like the Tom Cruise movie that just got canceled in space. And, you know, we got permission from Elon and everybody else in the government. But this is your background. So it's like there's no point to go there. You could be anywhere.
It's, I mean, vast majority of space is just empty, nothing.
Right.
So,
and that's what we're looking at there. But last night they had some cool shit, some overhead shots of the 4 of them in there and how tight it is, like, you know, how tight that space is for 10 days. It's pretty wild.
I mean, if you can imagine being inside of a 26-foot tube with 3 other people for fucking 10 days.
I've done it. I was in Cancun, man.
Yeah.
It was a phone party.
It's like being in a barracks or something.
Last but not least here, last story of the day. No more fatties. Air India is preparing to roll out a policy that ties cabin crew eligibility to body mass index, aka BMI standards, a policy that's generating controversy and comments. The airline told Fox News Digital in a statement Thursday, "We've introduced a policy promoting awareness around healthy lifestyles and providing guidance on maintaining appropriate fitness levels. It is intended to support crew members in sustaining long-term health while being fully prepared for the operational demands of their role and is in line with the World Health Organization BMI classifications." The company went on to say, just say this. We don't want you fat fucks up there anymore.
That's it.
That easy.
That's it. BMI is the worst way to judge it, to be honest. That's just like, it's such a bad marker. Like my BMI is 28, I think, but like there's no, I don't, if you have muscle on your body, if you're not a European man that weighs 140 pounds, your BMI is too high.
Right.
It's just not a good measure. But yeah, there should be, I've said this for years, and I'll say it again.
They'll tell you you're obese.
Well, in the military, I had to get taped and I had to get taped. Like, they do like the measurements to see if you're too fat or whatever. And then it's like, your neck, as long as your neck is big enough, then that makes it all normal because they are measuring your chest and all this is fucking stupid. Anyways, if you can't walk down the aisles of the plane without running into me because of your size, you shouldn't be doing that job.
I agree.
Whether it's like even if you're just big boned or whatever, this is a small person's, you're a jockey up there.
Yep.
You need to be strong enough to carry my food and my booze to me, but small enough where I don't fucking have to touch you ever.
That's it.
And look, no judgment if you want to be a fat retard or whatever. I mean, I guess that sounds kind of judgmental. But if you want to be a fat retard, do it somewhere else.
Yep.
Do it off the plane. I don't want to hear that shit.
I don't either. And I don't want to, those bumps, dude. Because, like, we usually get an aisle seat, and you and I usually fly together, and we both get aisle seats, dude. It's that fatness bumping my elbow and waking me up.
It makes me so mad.
Holy
I mean, honestly,
shit.
Other than, like, I don't know, interracial couples and stuff like that, that's
Right.
probably the thing that makes me the most angry.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
You've always been
Yeah.
Been not a fan of that. So
JT Dub says, if you dock with another dude in space, do you need to confirm airlock? I think yes.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, what's the point of docking? In the first place?
Those two pee holes need to be connected.
If you're going to do something, do it right.
Yeah, exactly.
Is what I say.
We're America.
Slav asks, what's the sexual harassment policy for astronauts? Thumbs up. I think it's just thumbs up. Have you ever heard about anything? We've been sending men and women to space for fucking 25, 30 years now.
Okay.
Have you heard about any sexual harassment stuff?
Hang on. There
have been no cases.
Not yet, but I've looked it up.
Just
Apparently, you can't have sex in space, Bob. Can you confirm that?
I'm
not kidding.
Like physically?
Yeah.
It would be difficult. There's a suit for it. The 2 suit. We've done it on the show before.
But pull this up, dude. I don't think
you like Velcro.
I don't think anybody's ever had sex in space.
It's a suit that I don't know if anybody has or not, but they've made a suit for it, and it Velcros open like hook pile tape.
Yep.
And then you fucking Velcro yourself to that person.
Oh, I understand the whole method of it, but nobody's fucked in space.
I don't
correct?
know. I don't know why they made it where you go face to face.
You want doggy?
Yeah, I think you'd have to.
Mish is fine.
No,
if you're gonna spin around and shit.
No, because then the opening has to go down into your legs, and then you start affecting the structural integrity of the suit. If you just have a butt flap on the back of that thing, I can get in there.
No, it depends on the girl's ass, dude. Where it's just like if it's too high and you're moving around like that, let's say you're fucking tumbling in a circle, I think you got to go straight Mish.
I don't know. No, fuck that.
Look, I'm not saying it's the preference.
If you
can't go reverse cowgirl in space.
Yeah, you can't. That would be the best way to do it because then she can hold on to something and stabilize both of you while you're drilling her.
Well, but then you've got to move up and down. And
That's right.
You're going to be bouncing off the fucking thing.
I hold on to her, and I'm moving myself using that leverage, and then she's holding on to something to steady herself, like those 2 fucking bars in the turlet that they were using.
But she's got to have strong triceps for that.
That's right. I only fucking have sex with one woman, and she has very strong triceps.
But in space, they don't really test for that. Bob, has anybody fucked in space? Yes or no?
Oh, finally. God, I've been dying to speak here.
Yes.
All right. So there's no official recordings of anyone recorded people having sex in space. However, the adult entertainment production company Private Media Group has filmed a movie called The Uranus Experiment Part 2, where they got in an actual reduced gravity aircraft and filmed zero gravity.
Oh, God. They fucked in the vomit comet?
So I've seen those things. You can get them here in America.
Yeah, it's the vomit comet. Why would you fuck in one of those?
They go up just enough. Pull that up on YouTube, dude. I watched this, actually. Not the fucking part, but I watched the people who are paying to do this. And it looks fun, but you don't have much time. Like, they don't give you a lot of time to be zero
This
gravity.
was released in 99? Wow. I'm definitely going to watch this when we get...
Yeah. Let's pop it up on... I don't think we can show that, right?
Yeah.
No, that's good. What's the name of it again for the audience?
It is The Uranus Experiment.
Okay.
2. Hold on.
2. Oh, so the first one did well.
Uranus. Is what the scientists are saying now, but we all know what the fuck it is.
We all know it's
your
Uranus.
asshole.
Who's in it? Who's that blonde you had pulled up?
Sylvia Saint, Wanda Curtis, Isabella, Christina Ponzi, Christina Dark, Bettina Campbell.
A lot of Christinas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Andrew Youngman.
He's the only dude in that, huh?
No, this is the cover. The cover.
Oh, thank you. And that's the Black Label DVD. Oh, that's great, Bob. That's great. But that. Look, they're not in space.
It's the first gangbang in space.
Bob, look it up. How long is the weightless period in the vomit comet? It can't be more than 10 or 20 seconds.
That's what
right?
I said. I thought it was 28 seconds. Like when
it can't be more than like 10 or 20 for sure.
I remember doing a show with Jared when we were talking about it, and I want to say it's like 28 seconds.
20 to 30.
Yeah. So it's too. That's too. No, you can't fucking get a boner in that time. Try to get a fucking boner in zero gravity.
Now you're getting fluffed up in regular gravity.
Yeah, and then you probably get in, and then they take the drop, and you just start boom, 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 boom.
I think I would lose wood as soon as we hit zero gravity.
Well, you're not a professional.
Yes, I'm not, and I'm fine by saying that.
Yeah, they are. These are pros. These are pros, man.
I'd have to blue chew it up, dude, before that, because I think the zero gravity. Be like, shit, this has never happened before.
Certainly, they're all doing that.
You got to get used to it, and then you got what under 30 to fucking. Ejaculate?
At a time. I guess they're doing jump cuts, which, by the way, they were filming on VHS back then, so that's a pain in the ass, dude.
Oh, boy. And who was the cameraman? Yeah.
I don't know.
Find
it?
Yeah.
Did you find it on Reddit?
No.
Oh, I'll find this video. Don't worry about that.
Oh, you were so close. That's a rubber hand.
Did you?
Man, there's some things I wish we could show.
Before we get out of here and have these dickholes come up on stage, there's one more thing that happened today. Bob, go to your Twitter. Probably get this
Wait,
off the
hang
screen
on.
first.
Well, hang on. Are we going to show these people fucking in
I
space?
might have found it.
Yeah, let's see.
Bob, I need to see it. I don't care how long the
Can't
show
show
goes.
it, but
Yeah,
No, it's
well,
fine. They're
Well,
not,
that's just
They're not in
Penny.
space, Bob.
well,
Hold
they,
on, they're gonna.
you got to back up.
Yeah, you got to pan out,
Pan out. Let's
Are
see
they
them in
floating?
space. Yeah.
pull out.
I don't think they're floating.
This doesn't look like the inside of a vomit comet.
Yeah,
No.
this looks like a backlight.
I think
think-
they set decked it.
Bob, this just looks like your
We're just
personal
watching porn
collection.
together.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, I don't
no,
care about
they
that.
all they're doing is fucking rotating the camera to make it look like she's floating.
Yeah,
This is
he
bullshit.
just spinned it upside down.
That's
Like,
very disappointing.
to
To be honest, that ruined my whole day.
Bob, it ruined your career. I mean, you were flawless, and then this.
I can
happened.
only give you what the internet gives me.
Well, you give what you get, Bob. That's Kevin Spacey taught us that and Pay It Forward. He also taught us about touching kids underage, right? Now's the point of the
Wait.
show. What do we got here? You got one more video?
Yeah, click.
All right.
What are you doing?
Did
Is
you
that
DM
mine?
me on Twitter?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it should. Hold on, let me make sure I sent the right one.
Imagine
hold
if
on.
you're
Last thing I
sending
have
gay
is
shit to
the
fucking
Christino meme.
No, it's
strangers.
this is from Hegseth. I want to watch this video because it looks like
Okay.
we just changed the rule on military bases and soldiers can carry guns now.
Is this recent?
From today? Yeah.
Okay, great.
Our great republic was founded on a simple yet bold idea. Our rights as citizens are not granted to us by government, but instead by God. 250 years ago, the Revolutionary War was fought to secure our God-given rights. The Second Amendment to our Constitution enshrines the right of all citizens to carry weapons to protect themselves, their families, and their fellow countrymen. The War Department's uniformed service members are trained at the highest and unwavering standards. These warfighters, entrusted with the safety of our nation, are no less entitled to exercise their God-given right to keep and bear arms than any other American. Our warfighters defend the right of others to carry. They should be able to carry themselves. Recent events like what happened at Fort Stewart, Holloman Air Force Base, or Pensacola Naval Air Station have made clear that some threats are closer to home than we would like. In these instances, minutes are a lifetime, and our service members have the courage and training to make those precious short minutes count. Before today, it was virtually impossible. Most people probably don't know this. It was virtually impossible for War Department personnel to get permission to carry and store their own personal weapons aligned with the state laws where we operate our installations. I mean, effectively, our bases across the country were gun-free zones. Unless you're training or unless you are a military policeman, you couldn't carry, you couldn't bring your own firearm for your own personal protection onto post. Well, that's no longer. The memo I'm signing today directs installation commanders to allow requests for personal protection to carry a privately owned firearm, with the presumption that it is necessary for personal protection.
You're goddamn right.
If a request is for some reason denied, the reason for that denial will be in writing and will explain in detail the basis for that direction. Again, the presumption is service members will be able to have their Second Amendment right.
Carl, you've got 7 negligent discharges. You can't
Not
have
all
a
enemies
gun
are
on
foreign,
post.
nor are they all outside our borders. Some are domestic. Confirming your God-given right to self-protection is what I'm signing into action today, and I'm proud to do so.
Yeah. So, Ghost of Renee Good in the chat says, wait, which does anybody, you guys want to react to that, or should I just go on?
Oh, go ahead.
Okay.
Please. I'm so used to it now that I love it.
Wait,
I don't care.
Wait, the military couldn't carry a firearm. Can someone elaborate? Yes, I can. So there's a couple things. One is that military posts have been considered gun-free zones for a long time. For some reason, we've been arguing against this so long. It's so dumb. You're talking about people that are very well trained to carry weapons. Why?
Yeah.
Why? It doesn't make any sense, especially these days when it's such a fucking, it's so ripe for attack, not only from external threats, but internal threats as well. And who's better to stop that shit than a guy who's standing around? I mean, that Fort Bragg shooting back in the fucking, was it in the 90s, the mid 90s, I think? Some dude was in a water tower. Some fucking people, like unarmed people, took his ass down. But we don't want to do that.
No.
The other thing is posse comitatus. Being in uniform, carrying a weapon off post could be an issue, but carrying on post should never be an issue. Posse comitatus is one of the things that people would bring up when you're talking about having armed and uniformed military members cruising around the U.S. Because, I mean, theoretically speaking, if I'm concealed carrying in uniform, right, which everybody should be, by the way, frankly, or just walk around with a fucking hip holster. Why not? You're in the goddamn military. But you go off post now, and you're still in uniform. You got a gun. Can that be perceived as an agent of the state at the DOD level or the DOW level, as opposed to federal law enforcement being armed in uniform in public and violating the Posse Comitatus Act? That's something to consider, I guess. They'll have to figure that out. But I don't think on post it's a non-issue.
Yeah. Hexus rules, by the way.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah. He's doing a great job. Now's the point of the show. We get to the Drinkin' Bro of the week. Bob, go to drinkinbros.com. We got some new merch. I just ordered you a shirt right now, live on air, by the way. I heard these were coming, and I was amped about it. So I ordered a couple of them for us here. The DB Crest button-up. These little fucking party shirts, dude. These little polos here. Are dope as shit. We just dropped these about an hour ago.
Where's this from?
Drinkinbros.com.
Wait, what's on it?
It's our mug. It's our we got the crest, and then you also have the mic and the mug, so you have the option there, which is nice. And just ordered a couple of those for us right now.
Yeah.
We have to order these just like everybody else because these are print on demand. And big fan. This was something that we wanted to have happen, and especially with summertime, coaching, fucking golf season, everybody's back, spring break, all that other shit. These are fucking awesome. Thank you, Brandon, for putting these up. And then scroll back. We had a couple of extra. These will sell out fast, so just get them. John Rambo bags left. There was so many people who ordered the Bro Box for the Rambo Bro Box. We had a few bags left over that were extra. Buy these right now. It's the actual bag from the movie, which is fucking dope. And then, did Brandon make that Epic Fury shirt that's up there right now with Trump? That's perfect, dude. So that's up there as well. The joggers are fucking awesome, man, and they're the best. I wore them to the fucking game last night. So big fan, and yeah, dude, I'll wear the joggers even though it's fucking 90 degrees outside. I want to feel like a real goddamn coach in March, for Christ. Well, it's April now, but whatever.
Trump just, so people, Randy George just got forced retired. He was the chief of staff of the Army. But I don't think that's the other person that's going to move. Although people inside the admin, or advisors rather, were pushing Trump to fire Tulsi Gabbard and replace her with Pam Bondi, and Trump said no, that he's keeping Tulsi where she is. So it's not her.
I haven't heard anything. Like, I know all these markets have Tulsi going next, but I haven't heard anything.
It's not. It's. I mean, all these markets just make shit up. To be honest. There's no like.
It's not them. I know. By the way, it's not them making it up. It's the people that are betting on it.
No. Polymarket just makes shit up and puts it on their site.
No. But all of them do, and then people bet on it, and that's what happens, right?
That can change where it starts, or that can change where it goes, but it doesn't change where it starts. They just make up where it starts. It's nonsense. The whole thing is nonsense.
Yeah. It'd be like you or I saying it and saying, all right, here's a date for it. I don't mind it, to be honest with you, either of them, because it's all fun and games. And then if you want to do it, congratulations. But you can submit for Drinkin' Bro of the Week on drinkinbros.com. Buy some merch that helps support the show and the video and all that other stuff. Please subscribe on Patreon as well. Apple's now taking 30%. Jesus Christ, man. I feel like everybody's taking 30, 20% off of bullshits here. But that keeps the lights on, keeps video going, all that other shits. And then we have the app. Drinkin' Bros app is free. You can do 30 seconds of video. Dan and I pay for it. And this is in the tradition of when Jared Taylor started this show, where there's no admins. If you need to get a hold of somebody in the middle of the night, there's always somebody on the app There's 32,000 subscribers on the app right now. And if you're going through some rough shit, you need somebody to talk to. Somebody was about 2 nights ago. Everybody reached out. There is no admins. It goes directly through there because we set up a Facebook wall on there. And you can also submit for Drinkin' Bro of the week and get some merch and all that other fun stuff. But we'd also love to see your smiling faces in Austin. We don't know how much longer we're going to be here. Building is for sale, and I'm getting text messages as we speak. Highway's coming in. It's about 500 feet away. Who's back there that wants to come up first for Drinkin' Bro of the week? Come on up, sir. There you go. That way. You sit in D'Anthony's chair. There you go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What's your name, sir? Put that mic about an inch from your face.
My name's Dave.
Dave.
What's going on, Ross?
Strong Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I like that. I like that, man. Where are you from?
From New York.
Right on. How long have you been listening to the show?
Since 2016.
No
17?
shit.
Yeah, man.
Well, dude, you came in time here, as I mentioned earlier. Obviously, when you drive in, you see the highway and all that other shit.
Yeah, it's a nightmare out there, man.
It's fucked up, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. Took us a long time to get here.
I know. And we try to tell people because they're like, oh, man, how bad is it? I was like, just drive into the fucking studio. The doors are open. You'll see.
It sucks.
It sucks.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we don't know how much longer we're going to be here, where we're going to go and all that shit. But it'll be determined in the next, 3 weeks. So we'll let you know. But, yeah. Who do you want to give Drinkin' Bro of the Week to?
Definitely my wife.
Okay.
For letting me come down here.
What's her name?
Kathleen.
Kathleen, what up?
Yeah.
How long has you been married?
4 years now.
Nice.
4 years, yeah.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Happy?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. I love to hear that, actually. We were talking about this earlier on Ross Patterson Revolution, man. It's like, dude, you find the right person, it's hot and fun and all that other shit. Dude,
Yeah.
not worrying about pussy takes like 90% of your problems away.
The biggest thing, man, she takes care of my kids.
Yeah, dude.
You know, I go away for work. I go away for work a lot,
all of
and
it.
she's just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great, dude.
Seriously.
That's great.
And I want to give a shout out to my kids, Riley and Hazel. Love you guys.
How old are they?
3.5 twins.
They should not be watching this.
They
3.5.
They are.
3.5?
Yeah, man. Come on now.
Do they know you're here today?
Yeah.
We're live on YouTube.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep, they're watching right now.
Fucking wave to them. That's great.
Hey, girls.
There you go. Perfect, man. Well, we appreciate it. We're not, Hard AF Seltzer's not in New York.
No.
No.
So we
So
came,
help
me
yourself.
and my buddies came down for 2 reasons.
Okay.
To come here.
Yep.
And to drink Hard AF.
Perfect.
That's it.
There's an HEB right up the street here. Everybody, after they leave the studio, goes up there and loads up.
We went to HEB, and they didn't have them in the store. They had them at the gas station in the parking lot.
Oh, great.
But we didn't go to the gas station.
Okay.
So we went there, couldn't find them.
Oh, gotcha.
So,
Yeah.
but
so
we
if
know
they
where
sell
they're
out inside the store, they'll be at the gas station and all that shit because we sell it all the time. But,
Yeah.
So we have a deal with this one next to the studio. It's 3 miles up the road, and they have Endless, where they know everybody comes to the live shows and then buys them out and takes them back to
Yeah.
whatever.
No,
street they go to.
I brought an empty suitcase with me.
Beautiful. So
to fill it up.
Take a left out of here. It's 3 miles up on the left. Plenty of Hard AF and just pull it all out.
Hell yeah.
And
Hell
you're
yeah.
good to go. Yeah. We cut a deal with those guys for that reason.
Awesome.
So that's dope, man. Well, thank you for coming.
I appreciate you, man.
And thank you for being here, man. Hopefully
Absolutely.
you had fun today.
Oh, dude,
And
awesome.
like I said, we don't know how much longer we're going to be here, so at least you got to see it and,
Hell yeah.
and fucking hang.
The studio's awesome, man.
Thank you. It'll be awesome wherever we move to or
Yeah.
wherever we go. Shit, who fucking knows? But it's going to be rad either way. So, but this place was great, man. And it sucks what's happening here.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's weird. It happened to me growing up in Atlanta, where the town grew so fast, and I was a kid, and it's just 90 highways, things, all that other shit, and you're just like, whoa, dude. Just constantly under construction.
Yeah.
And traffic and all that bullshit sucks.
It sucks out here.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's like New York.
Coming
traffic.
from New York,
Yeah,
and you're
it's-
like,
it's
hey,
the
it sucks
same
out here.
exact thing.
I agree.
Yeah.
I've got the same complaints, man. It's getting to be like Los Angeles here. So I understand. Thank you for being here.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you
Who
so
else
much.
is back there with you? There was a couple people that were here earlier. Do they stick around or they get blackout drunk? Yeah, come on up, brother. We're good. I work for you guys, so I don't care. I don't give a shit. I'm not going anywhere. Come on up, dude. Are you New York too?
Yeah, brother.
You got a Yankees hat on.
I'm sorry.
Do you guys know each other?
Who?
You two. He's from New York.
Yeah, we served together.
Oh shit! All right, well, what the fuck, bro? It's your best friend. Okay, cool. Yeah,
100%.
All right, right on. Wife's a huge Yankees fan, and I grew up. My favorite player was Ricky Henderson, and got to see him for the Yankees as a child. Yeah. So I like the Yankees.
I love the Yankees.
And now the problem is the Dodgers.
They just pay for everything.
It's nuts, dude. But you guys used to too.
Yeah, I know.
And now somebody's got a bigger wallet than
wallet.
The Yankees.
The way they're shaping up the contracts are pretty insane.
Oh, there's gonna be a massive strike.
Yeah.
Massive strike after the season's over.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Miguel.
Miguel.
Yep.
From New York as well?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, great. Where do you live in New York?
I actually live in the city, but me and my wife are buying a house in Long Island. So.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What are you, first responder?
Huh? No, Army.
Oh, still?
Currently.
Oh, currently.
Yeah.
Okay, right on. Because everybody in New York who's a first responder always lives in Long Island.
Yeah,
so it's always cops and firemen.
Yeah,
so I'm like, you're a cop or a fireman, right?
No.
Okay, cool. You're still in.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Who do you want to give Drinking Bro of the Week to?
Damn. Well, I would say.
You were here all day. You had all day to think about this.
I know, but I didn't think I was actually going to come up. But yeah, probably my wife. Yeah, 100%.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
How long you guys been married?
A year and a half now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, sick.
Cool. How long were you dating before that?
6, 7 years. 6.
Oof,
yeah.
that's a long time, dude.
It's my baby girl. It's all right. We made it happen.
You did make it happen.
Yeah.
How old are you?
Me, 32.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
You get married in your 30s, you're not going to have too many problems. I think like 30s or later, only because most people, dude, because we hang out and fucking drink and all this other shit. Most people tell us the same thing where they're like, fuck, man, I missed out on my 20s, or I wish I was crazier, and whatever, right? But you've already done that. So
yeah, I lived.
Yeah, so did I.
And I'm still living, so it's good.
I got married in my 30s. I was like, all right,
good
cool.
decision.
Yeah. So that way there's no regrets, dude. I'm just
none,
like, all right,
none.
cool.
100% in.
Yeah. I'm in.
Yeah.
Shit, her and I are going to a concert tonight. We're taking our kids for his birthday to see his favorite musician. Oh, he's been on the show, Barnes Courtney.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Sick.
Love Barnesy. So Barnesy's playing here tonight, and so we're taking a 12-year-old for his birthday.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Turning 12. So
yeah.
It's
you
great.
Get to drink, get to hang out.
You know, if he wants to sip a hard AF, he can have it. I'm not gonna. I'll look the other way on that. You know, it's 12. When he's in middle school, 7th kid's going to the 7th grade, whatever.
7th grade.
That was about the time, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Especially you dirtbags in New York. God damn.
Oh,
dude.
Wow.
Bro, I lived there.
Wow.
I lived there. I went to grad school there. So, like, going there, that shit was early. Like, you guys did shit real early.
Yeah, a little early.
In the
for
city
sure.
in particular.
For sure.
Fuck.
For sure.
Y'all motherfuckers were having sex at, like, 6th grade. It was weird, man. I was like, okay, cool.
Nah, not me.
Because my cousin lived. He lived in the city at that age, and the shit that when I would visit, the shit that they were doing from Georgia, I was like, whoa.
Pretty advanced. It opens your eyes real quick.
It sure does. Sure fucking does, man.
Changes perspective real quick.
I was like, all right, fuck. Went back to Georgia, and I was like, you're not going to believe this. What's going on in New York? They were like, what? Like, yeah, people are fucking smoking weed. Like, it was like Kids. The movie Kids. I was like, shit.
It's pretty dope.
I know. I love New York.
The experience.
I just wish, Mamdani and all that other shit didn't happen. I hope you guys can pull yourselves out of it. I really do. I love New York. It's one of my favorite cities, dude. For real. And I hate to see it go that way.
It's changing.
It is. It is. But thank you for being here. Is there anything else back there with you? There was a few people. I can't see beyond the monitors, though.
Come on, Trey.
Who else?
Come on, brother.
What do you say? I got a real job and shit? Yeah. Nah, you're good. You're good. Hey, no reason to risk it for a fucking podcast, dude. For real. If it was OnlyFans and you were going to make some money off this, cool, man. But just blast out some feet pics later. Appreciate everybody tuning in and day out. Go to iTunes, rate the show a 5-star, and leave a quick review. Yes, that's all the advertisers care about. Once we get to 10,000, I'll shut the fuck up about it. We're over 8,000. Spotify, we did hit 10,000, but I will say this. If a video is on YouTube, it will be on Spotify immediately. So, like, you're going to see this tonight at 7 o'clock. Byron always puts that up, and that's the beauty of it. And then Coop is working on the entire back catalog. And, days like this, we don't care going long. Fuck off, dude. We work for you guys, and we love you, man. We really appreciate the support day in and day out. For Anthony Hollaway, I'm Ross Patterson. This is Drinkin' Bros Fake News. Good night, everyone.